Okay. Okay. Welcome back. We are starting up game 17. Last session, our group, kind of, on the back end of a very rough, dust storm, sandstorm, kind of enhanced with necrotic energy and green lightning bolts and dust devils and these more like dust elementals, I'd say. But they fought those off, and on the end of that, they continued on towards the city of Mesa. They received news that the city of Archlink was attacked by a gargantuan wyvern, and unfortunately, Bastion Winters was killed in the attack. But the party continued on. Arrived at Nemesa as a smaller wyvern attack was just finishing up in the distance. And upon entering the city, you were kind of greeted with this like gothic, kind of dark, shady city full of like rogues and hooded figures and red blood-skinned orcs, and you kind of journeyed with Crane over to his manor, where this like creepy derelict manor from long ago in his past, and you snooped around a bit. You found a couple of mirrors that were reflections of his past, and Saria had a brief conversation with him regarding that and her rune. But you eventually moved on towards the Cipher's Code, where you were heading to complete some type of job that Fleece had given you at the request of Kai. And upon arrival, you were kind of pushed through a solid wall and stepped into this circular chamber, it's almost like bar, like tavern almost, full of, operatives of the Cipher's Code, just going about their daily business. And you were brought in to meet Irving, who is the master of intrusion for the Cipher's Code. And he kind of briefed you on this job, telling you that there is a collector inside of the city that specializes in relics of, like, old relics that were, mostly he fixates on ones used by the Ashen Storm, the group of adventurers that defeated Death, or the God of Death. And he told you that there was an informant working for him, who you could go and meet at his house or visit the actual museum where these relics are being shown. And you were to steal a orb filled with sand that could whisper to people nearby it, a cursed object of great power. And you were to replace it with a replica, a very well-made replica. And you agreed to this job and were given this replica orb, and you set off back into the city. And that's where we left off. So we'll pick straight back up there as you kind of step out of the Cipher's Code back into the city. What's your plan?
What time of day is it?
Winters, more like Bastion Falls. Ha, get it.
Bad.
Ouch.
I said it earlier.
Great start to the session there.
I said it earlier, but I was muted, so I had to say it now.
Right.
You know how it is.
You didn't have to. You could have just.
Could have
just got that one to yourself.
Honestly, no.
Who would have grabbed the
throw me
weapon,
off.
by the way?
Who would have grabbed what? Sorry.
The replica. I think I probably would have maybe handed it off to Vargas for the...
You were given it, but it's up to you if you give it to someone else or not.
Yeah, I don't want to walk around carrying that thing, so maybe we'll just stuck it in Vargas's bag of clothing. If it would fit.
Don't see why not. Well, that was kind of a question for the DM, but yeah, I don't see why not.
Yeah, you can
Yeah,
if you
I don't
wish
care
to.
about.
Just bear in mind that it is a magical item, so it's not easily destroyed. You know, it's not going to break if you drop it or anything. And it's fairly discreet. It's sort of like you can just about wrap your fingers around its base. You know, like hold it up to the halfway mark on the sphere with the edges of your fingertips.
Okay, so what's the plan? Do we want to go scope this place out? Do we want to find somewhere quiet to discuss things? Oh, what's it, sorry?
Yeah, I said you're the experienced one, right?
Oh yeah, totally.
So do we actually have... No, sorry, never mind. Go on.
I mean, we could go to Crane's Manor to discuss things there. Bound to be private, right?
Yeah, that's probably going to be as discreet as we can get in this city.
All right, let's go.
Yeah.
We also got a bit of gold now. Maybe we can do some shopping.
Well,
you want to pay for?
yeah.
You want to pay for stuff?
You asked what time of day it was. It's just about to hit nightfall now. So most shops also will be beginning to close. So it's not out of the question, but you might be better off waiting till the morning.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I don't know if, considering it's getting dark, I don't know if you want to take a quick look around the museum.
I mean, we can.
You sure?
Yeah, we might as well have a look.
And I think it's probably best that Sarah will just look around, make sure, and she'll turn into a bat. So she's less noticeable. And then obviously, Vargas, you can change your form, right? So we can look around and people won't really.
Mm-hmm. I can change my form into another humanoid, not an animal.
Exactly.
That's new, right, Sarah?
You've seen this. I showed you this outside of Crane's Old Manor. Yep.
Eggsy.
You okay, Ozzy?
I've never seen you do this, Saria. That's crazy.
Sorry, I just like preoccupied, things on my mind.
Yeah, again.
I mean, does anybody remember the directions to this place? Because I do not.
You burned the paper. What do you mean you don't? Look at it, and then you were like, "Oh, I got it," and then you burnt the paper.
I know I showed it to Vargas at least, right, Vargas? Because it would be really embarrassing to go back in there and be like, "Hey, what's the directions?"
Huh. Yeah, but again, it wasn't my decision to burn it. I think I would have rather kept that. Okay, because for this exact purpose.
I think it was left up here. That's all I remember. We can figure it out from there, right?
Oh my god!
Let's go, guys. That's
Well, what a great start.
Oh, jeez.
I mean, at the end of the day, it's up to you, Scott. How difficult do you want to make it for us?
I mean, it was fairly simple directions. There's pretty noticeable like landmarks nearby it and things like that. It'd be pretty hard not to.
An 18 intelligence check on my home dice, so I'm gonna say that Jade kind of remembers it.
Yeah.
I think it was this way.
Yeah, so essentially the museum is right here. Right here. So it's not far from this main this gate. So it's, you know, easy to find. And Torbane, the informant, lives where was it? He lives in one of these houses right here, just down the road from it.
Oh, right. Okay. So are we going to scope out the place first?
Can do. We can have a look around at the very least.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
Jade's gonna turn back into.
Cool. So yeah, you make your way through the city. And as you are making your way through, you notice that the city becomes incredibly quiet as nightfall hits. Right about halfway across the journey that you make.
Is there a curfew here? Are we about to get in trouble?
Make a perception check, everyone.
Perception.
Jade, you can take advantage. Oh, sorry, you were back. Yeah.
I am about, yeah.
Yeah, both of you can get advantage.
There we go. Natural 20
Natural 1.
for 25.
A double 19 for a 26.
Nice. Yeah, it just seems like at first you might think there's a curfew, or you know, that people have just deserted the streets. But it's more that there's plenty of activity, but it is all out of sight. You know, it's everyone suddenly becomes, you know, very aware of everyone else, you know, and continually stick to shadows, dart across rooftops, you know, all these things. There's it has a totally different feel to the city at night. And
this is kind of creepy.
But you all make your way through pretty much unhindered. I'll say Sarah and Jade, you do know a few people kind of up on a rooftop that are kind of hiding in this alcove, like almost like a broken part of a slate roof, that like leads into an attic. They kind of watch the group as they walk down this pathway. And right as they're about to move, one of them puts a hand on the other's wrist and shakes his head and taps his wrist. Does like a 2-finger kind of point, and then back to his throat. And the other one gives a nod, and they both kind of turn and go back to counting coins. But few of these incidents you notice as you move through. By the time you get to the mansion, not the mansion, sorry. You're not going there. You go into the museum, right?
Yeah.
By the time you get to the museum, you can see that it's closed. The doors are locked. There's a big, closed sign, like a big wooden plaque.
Does it say like the opening closing times and stuff on it?
Yeah, it just says 8 a.m. till 8 p.m. And it says the Mythical Museum.
Can you describe like the outside of this building?
Yeah, it's like it's a 2-story kind of, it's a very kind of dark gothic looking building, but you can tell that the interior is much brighter. You can peer through the windows to a certain degree. It's pitch black on the inside. And you notice that the windows seem to have like almost like a blur effect on them. So you can immediately tell there's something kind of magical just to the windows, potentially the door. And I think Vargas, you would immediately kind of detect it with detect magic, being able to just notice that stuff at will.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's just this like gothic building. It's got this dark textures and stonework. There's a big double door, like iron door, with a wooden plaque on hanging from the top of it, and the roof is like big pointed like spired roof. And yeah, it's very well maintained. It looks very sturdy. You only see one entrance as well if you were to go around the perimeter.
Okay. As we were pulling up to here, Kai would have said, maybe we should stick to the shadows, but it's probably not a good idea to be seen poking around. And then Kai is going to cast Pass Without a Trace.
Yeah.
I'm also going to upcast it, so even if people move outside the range, they'll still get the benefits.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
Jade's gonna do a fly around. Damn, it covers half the fucking city.
Yeah, sure.
I'm just that good.
Jade's gonna do a fly around the roof, see if there's no entrances anywhere there, or and also like land on the roof, see if something happens. Some sort of enchantment.
Yeah, sure. You don't notice anything happen when you land on the roof.
Does it look like there's any like entrances or windows?
No, there's windows. There's two windows at the front of the structure. There's let me just double check. Make sure I get this right for you.
Is there like a balcony, or like does the roof like go in from the outside? Or
okay. So there is oh, sorry, to be correct, there's no windows at the front. There's two windows at the side, and 3 windows at the back, and it's shaped almost like a hexagon at the back. It's like there's one far back window, and then there's a diagonal kind of flat surface where there's another one. Yeah. And then 2 at the side of the structure on the first floor. And then the second floor has 2 at the back. It's more like a square shape, the second floor. It's not evenly built as well. It's like very curved and sharp in its corners and everything. And there's 2 windows at the back of the second floor, and 2 windows on either side on the second floor as well. And there is a balcony as well, but you don't see a door.
So the bottom floor is like that. Something like that. See my drawing?
No.
No.
Can't see it.
How do I stop drawing? Enter.
I'll show you what it. I'll draw it for you. So the back is kind of like
double click
this. Oh. Yeah. Pretty much what you've done there. Yeah.
And then there's like a window.
It's a little bit longer than that, like, you know, height-wise.
Right, yeah, I mean, that's fine.
And then you've got like
Window here, here.
yeah, window here, window here, window here,
Oh.
window here, window here. Second floor is kind of like
Square on top of it.
this. There's a window here, window here, window here, window here.
Oh, is the second floor like smaller than the bottom floor?
Yeah, only by a bit. And there's a balcony here at the bottom.
Oh, and a balcony. Okay.
Yeah. But it looks like it's just for decoration. It's just like a ledge more than a balcony.
Right. There's no actual door or anything.
Yeah, there's no actual door. It's just a flat wall.
Oh.
You see a couple of gargoyles kind of on that ledge. Basically, it's basically a ledge for decoration and these gargoyle structures.
Land on a gargoyle.
Yeah.
Or nothing happens when I land on it.
No. It just seems like a decoration.
Hey Vargas, you can spot things that are magical, right?
Yeah.
Can you take a look around and see if anything sticks out to you?
It's all
You know,
like,
besides
it's
the
all,
windows.
it's all protected.
The
Right?
whole building?
At least that I can see.
Yeah. The walls aren't, but the windows
The
and the door
walls aren't, okay.
are.
Right, okay.
You can just tell that there's definitely some type of like a protective ward that makes them, you know, not just break if you were to punch them and stuff.
Right, okay.
And there's some type of like blur effect on with the window.
Right, well, I'll mention that.
What do you think the blur's there for? Just to stop you from like seeing inside, or do you think there's more to it?
Probably to stop you from hitting it, giving you like a odd sense of perception or like perspective. So, you know, your depth perception, you know what I mean?
Also,
Yeah,
might
Probably
be
swing
to-
at it and then it's not, you don't actually hit your target.
Yeah, might also prevent people from using abilities that require sight to bypass. Maybe.
By the way, we are all stealthing at this point, right? So we're not like just standing outside the building, just like casing around, right?
Oh yeah, I
Huh?
imagine, you know, you've
Okay.
all individually kind of looked around the building, then you've moved off and found somewhere quiet to kind of discuss. With your pass
Okay.
without a trace, I think it's fair to say that you all did pretty well with it.
I mean, I could see if I could dispel one of the windows on the upper floor, maybe see what happens.
The only issue with that is if something suddenly get dispelled, that might be higher.
Yeah, like
higher.
security and that, it might trigger something that might just be suspicious, more suspicious. I'm just wondering, Scott, I don't know if this works like this. But can I, because I know I can remote view through Flumph, and I can also deliver spell. Can I have like the detect magic up through Flumph's eyes and like, you know, fly up to the top of the building and check all the doors and windows up there?
Give me a charisma check. I don't think it's part of the rules, but I'll let you try.
Oh, decent 21.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, you focus and can make this psychic connection with Flump. Your third eye in your forehead, your psychic eye, kind of pops open and stares at Flump, and his eyes go kind of they kind of wriggle in the sockets for a moment. He goes a little cross-eyed, and his arms go a bit limp, and then he snaps back into it, and you're looking through his eyes. He's the detect magic pulses through your mind over to his, into his and his body, essentially.
All
yeah,
right, yeah, and then
go for it.
he's just gonna have a fly up, and he's gonna go by every single one of the windows and every single like just looking for any potential weaknesses or like things that have been overlooked, even like small, very
Yeah.
small windows that they wouldn't expect anything to come through, even though it's a magical world that they probably do.
Cool. Yeah, give us a investigation check.
This would be for me, right? Not
Yeah.
Flumf.
I'm just checking the small bathroom window, with the toilet. It's like a small slit
22.
window.
Yeah, kind of like that. 22.
Okay. Flumph doesn't notice any like weak points necessarily. Everything that could be an entrance has a magical protection over it to some degree. But with that investigation check, you find a vent, basically for air to come through up on the second floor. And it's like, it's a very deep vent. You can hit, Flumph can kind of hear like a very distinct kind of windy sound coming through it. And there's also a bit of an echo. You actually hear some sounds on the inside of the structure. Even through the ward that's supposed to prevent it. Or at least muffle it to the point where most people wouldn't be able to hear that. And he hears what sounds like stone kind of grinding and moving, and light impacts of stone upon stone. But he doesn't hear anything else other than that. It comes and goes. It's not like a persistent sound.
Like grinding of stone on stone, or like tapping, or
it's kind of a mix. Sometimes it's a grindy sound, sometimes it's an actual thud. But it fades and then comes back and then fades. And there's no particular like pattern that you can detect.
So it could be like someone working in there
Possibly.
or something on. Yeah. All right. Yeah, I will sort of as I stand there, because I am kind of vulnerable in this state. I will just sort of say, if I found something, there's a ventilation shaft, some kind of airflow. There's noises coming through. It sounds like rock grinding against rock, and potentially, I don't know, maybe like someone working on something.
How big is the ventilation? Is it just tiny, or?
Yeah, it's tiny. Or small, I'd say. I think you could probably fit through it if you're not wearing like any armor, I'd say. And you'd be like squeezing to get through.
Hey Vargas, can you point out this vent to me?
Is it magically protected or no?
No, it is vulnerable.
It is protected.
Oh, it is? Oh, the vent is? Oh,
yep.
Okay.
Everything that Flumph has found has a protection over it.
Oh, okay. I thought
give us an Arcana check though. Well, Vargas through Flumph, because he inspects a number of these, windows and vents and possible entrances.
Yeah, I wouldn't actually be able to point it out to you right now because I'm remote viewing through Flumph's eyes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was it that you wanted me to? An Arcana.
Arcana, yeah. Like your detect magic picks up like these like abjuration and like illusion and stuff like that, but
yeah, low roll.
Okay. Yeah, it's hard to say exactly what it would take to break them. or whether there's like
Don't you have some sort of like
a
luck
like a
feature?
surefire weakness to them. It's hard to say.
It's like a spell, you know.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
I could use it, but
I mean,
yeah,
it is night. It's up to you.
It depends. I mean, if we're not gonna wait, if we are going to wait, I will use a balanced fate on that just to try and get a little extra glimpse.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, I think tonight we're just scouting.
It also gives me an advantage. Oh no, it's after, isn't it? If I fail, wait, do I gain advantage on the next?
No. So you reaction give yourself an advantage on the failed roll. Yeah, and then you can basically say, hey, the next one that I make will also get it in the next minute.
Right. Okay.
Or you can give it to someone else if you want.
A bit better. 12.
Okay. Yeah, with a 12, you're still not sure exactly what it would take to get through them. But you know that they will fade during the day. The enchantment is only active during the night. The exception is the blur on the windows that seems to be persistent.
Okay. Well, I will mention that. Yeah, pretty sure this is all only a nighttime thing. Is that apart from the blur?
Yeah.
Which is
apart from the blur.
persistent?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's good to know.
Did you see anything illusory when you were looking around?
I
The
didn't
gaping
notice
doorways?
anything. Didn't notice anything. The only thing I saw was that ventilation shaft and all the windows.
Kai's gonna take a little slow walk around the building and try and... I know illusory magic's there to be hidden, but I know sometimes when you look at it on a certain angle, you can see subtle movement and stuff, so I'm just gonna try and spot anything out that could be illusory.
Yeah. Like, there's no easily
like
defined
door
illusions.
by...
There's nothing like that as far as you can find. It's a pretty simple, structure. It's just got these this blur effect on the windows so that you can't look through them. It's almost like tinted windows,
Yeah.
Or like when you get in like a bathroom, like a shower window, where it's like completely
Like the frosted glass,
blurred out. Yeah, it's sort of like that, but a bit more intense and obviously like magical.
Mhm. Can I spot the event that Vargas mentioned?
Yeah.
Or one of them?
You can if you climb like a nearby building, if you wish to do that. You can't see it from the ground. It's like up toward like just... It's on like just above a ledge, so you can't quite see from the pavement.
Would it be somewhere I could climb to? Like, could I actually get up and get...
you can actually climb the actual building.
Yeah, okay, I'm going to activate my Void Soul. Yeah, I'm going to activate my Void Soul and go invisible. And I'm going to climb up to the vent.
Cool.
And I'm just going to put my ear next to it and see if I can hear anything extra.
Okay.
I don't know if it's relevant, but because
give me a perception
my
check.
background thingy, if I hear conversations, I would get advantage, but...
Yeah, go ahead.
18.
Okay. You barely hear that stone sound. And you can only really hear the thuds. And very rarely do you actually pick up on them. But just getting close to this vent and close to the, potentially inside of this chamber, whatever it leads to, you suddenly get this kind of like flicker of vertigo. You almost kind of lose balance on the ledge, and you have to kind of grasp onto the actual roof to hold yourself steady. And then it fades. You're not sure what it was.
I shake it off, and I'm gonna climb to the roof if I can. And I'm gonna look out from this museum. I'm gonna look around at all the buildings, and I'm just gonna see if anything sticks out to me of like what could be a good lookout spot.
Yeah.
Somebody like external, keep an eye on the building.
Yeah.
Or even somewhere that I can set up to watch it for a longer period of time.
Yeah. There's a fair few buildings that seem to be a little bit more run down. Not like completely abandoned, but quiet and obviously not already a lookout spot. You know what I mean? It's not already being used by another shady person. But yeah, you find a couple of potential spots, sure.
Maybe over the next like 20 minutes or so, I would just like keep an eye on those buildings just to see if I see any sort of movement as well. But yeah, that's all right for me.
Okay.
Sarah's gonna fly around and try and spot if there's any like sewer grates near the museum.
Yeah, there is. Yeah. Probably about. There's probably 2 or 3 within, like 300 feet of it. There's one that's obviously closest. Probably just down the road. Probably about 4 houses down, maybe.
Right. She'll take note of that and head back and say, I don't know if it would be worth anything, but maybe if we could try and sneak it into the sewers and see if there's any connecting parts to the actual underneath of the museum. Could be potentially another way in.
I would mind seeing if we can get our hands on some sort of city plans for the sewers. Maybe we can get some plans for the building or something, and then before we dive into it.
We could also maybe like sneak into the vent during the day and then stay there and wait until it comes nighttime, and then they leave, but we're already inside, so the protections don't matter.
You think they remove the protections in the day?
Well, they're inactive during the day. That's what Vargas said.
Flump says,
Just said that.
well, what about when you need to leave?
Well, you switch out the items, and then you go back in the vent and wait till it's daytime again, and then you leave.
Huh.
But the instructions were that we cannot be caught. So if we were to, break this alarm or whatever is on it at the last possible moment, getting out, then we can just slip away into the darkness. Yeah, the alarm goes off, but they'll be none the wiser. Obviously,
Sure.
It'd be better if we could get in and out completely silently, but...
Right, I mean, we could try just being completely silent, and then if it's like, oh shit, we have to go, then we can still break it and then leave. Maybe.
Yeah, exactly.
But I think
Just
the
need to be
sewers are
prepared.
a good shout potentially.
Agreed. There's also an option I could try and get myself in there. Like, during the daytime, maybe try and sway whoever's in there, maybe stay after closing hours, that type of thing.
Oh, maybe you could turn into like one of the employees or the owner itself after he leaves.
I would have to, see them.
I mean, we got plans to meet Torbane,
yeah.
right? He's the inside man.
Right, we don't want to shift suspicion onto him though. But
No, I'm just thinking if anyone could help us get inside, though, it would be him. I mean,
Oh,
hell,
yeah, for
they
sure.
do tours of
I
this
got an
stuff,
idea.
right?
I mean, I could just go and knock on the door and see who answers and just ask about the opening hours. Nothing really unusual about that, and then I can get a glimpse of whoever opens the door.
Well, aren't the opening hours on the sign that's
oh,
literally
they
at the
literally,
door?
are they literally okay? Okay.
I mean,
Yeah.
you could pretend to be like a drunk or something, you know? You're pretty good at acting,
I
right?
mean, hey, we can also just wait till tomorrow when the museum's open and just go inside.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I think that's a good choice.
I mean, tonight we can maybe see if the informant is like awake still, and maybe talk to him. I think we've done a pretty thorough sweep of the building right now so far. So I think getting information from the informant and then from the inside, tomorrow or something would be good.
I mean, they want this job done pretty quick, but I don't think that means that we can't take a couple of days to make sure we're fully prepped for this. So I think that's a good idea.
I
Just try to get as much
I think they
information.
said we should take time to prepare because it's
Mhm.
not easy. They said. So do we want to go check out the informant's house?
Bugger, sorry.
Yeah,
Listening.
I think we should. Like, I mean, if he's got information, he should inform, right?
All right. Well, it's this way. I'm pretty sure.
Are you sure? I thought it was down
let's
back
be-
towards Cranes.
Let's be a bit more subtle here. I mean, not that we haven't been so far, but yeah, let's not make it too suspicious. There's probably people watching.
Yeah, Jade will lead them over to the house.
Cool. It's actually gonna be this one. Sorry, right on the corner.
Yeah,
Wait, which
where was that?
Which one?
Just
This
where
one?
I've got this little cross. I know it's a bit of a bad cross, but
I mean, the previous cross we met was a bad cross too. He
you
paid
know,
for
I
it
can
with his
just
life, though. Put his icon
I'll do this.
Well, that's an inside joke. But,
Okay. So yeah, you head down the road. You know, only very short distance down this path. And you come to this very small wooden home. It's mostly made of wood. You know, it's still got like a slate roof and stuff like that, but it's a little bit it looks abandoned, basically. It doesn't look like someone's living there. Windows are dark. There's overgrowth all over it. Similar to Crane's new manor, just much smaller and much more humble. But yeah, it appears to just be a single floor structure, just like a rectangular shape.
was there like a fucking passphrase or something that we need to say to him?
Not that I can remember him saying.
I mean, if there was and it was on a note, then Kai probably burned it. But I don't remember anything.
I didn't want anybody getting their hands on the note, okay? What if we
Right,
just
it
like
including us.
It pained me to see that paper burn away. You know how much I love knowledge.
Someone could have knocked on the door.
Safe. We could have kept it safe.
There's 4 of us standing outside a fucking tiny house. Someone knock.
Actually, Saria is on the roof. She's just hanging there upside down, and she's gonna keep lookout.
Yeah, sure.
I mean, Jade's also a raven, but still she's like with them.
Yeah.
Okay, I knock on the door.
Okay. Just like a couple of taps, or how do you knock?
Oh, first of all, if I look
no.
around the house, do I see any? No, please.
Go on. Yeah, you're good. Go
If I
for
look
it.
around the house, do I see any sort of like symbology? Like the thieves can't anything like the
No.
kind of none at all. None like stay away.
Nothing with your passive perception, I'd say.
Okay,
You
that's
can make
fine.
a perception check if you really want, but you'd have to. I think if you were to do that though, it'd be more like going around the whole building.
Okay, yeah, no, I'm not gonna do that. I was just seeing if there's anything sticking out. I was just like
Yeah,
thinking
there's
of any sort
there's
of, like,
nothing
code
immediately
knock or
noticeable.
anything that's used, but I'll just knock on the door.
Okay. Yeah, you give it a quick tap, and there's a long pause. And then you see, you hear kind of a little bit of rustling behind the door, and the door, you hear like a latch, being unlocked, and the door opens, and you see like three chain bolts that hold it to a certain, just to create a gap in the door for this figure to peer through. And you just see this like purple cloak, hood, kind of covering like a shadowed face, with a bit of a beard, fairly well kept beard, but still, and like slightly browner, kind of darker skin. And this figure says, "What do you want?"
Mr. Ilman? I'm gonna watch for a reaction.
Yeah, you see the hood rises slightly and the eyes meet yours. It says, "What name have you got?"
Does it seem like he's asking like who sent me kind of thing?
It's the same question that you were asked.
Same phrase,
at the doorway to the Cypher's Code.
And I'm gonna say just about audible. I say, Irving.
You see, he kind of gives a slight nod. His eyes go back beneath the hood. The door closes. You hear the bolts open. The door opens, and then you see that he's actually. You see him kind of move back to the chair, in the center of the room. There's like a table, a set of chairs. Very simple interior to this home. It definitely looks like it's not somewhere that he would live for a long time. Basically, it looks like a temporary kind of home.
Yeah, got it.
But you all step in, yeah. I know a couple of you are animals right now, but
I'm just on someone's shoulder, either
Yeah.
Vargas or Kai's.
cool.
I think Sari's keeping a lookout outside, maybe. But
Yeah, I am.
As I step in, so I'm just gonna take a quick look outside and just see if there's anyone around that could have potentially spotted us entering. So,
Sure.
just a quick look.
Yeah, give us a perception check. I'm missing. Sorry.
no, she's not inside. She's outside.
Oh,
Yeah, it's just so she can see.
No.
natural 1 for 8.
Okay. Yeah. You
don't see
you
shit,
don't
boy.
see anything. Yeah. The streets are eerily quiet and derelict. He pulls up a few chairs for each of you. Who the two of you even that would like to sit. So we've got. Are you inside, Jade? Yeah. There's a bird.
Yeah, I'm just on, like, let's say Vargas's shoulder.
Okay, cool. Yeah, this figure, Torbane, he says, so, you've been sent by Irving. Is that, for the job? Yeah?
Yes. Can we freely talk here? Is this
Yeah, we can talk.
place protected?
Yeah. We can talk, yeah. Just know that I wouldn't make these visits too often. You know, the target, should I say, Felix, he is aware that I live here at the moment. He's under the impression that I'm kind of down on my luck, you know, and wanting to learn from him. But, yeah. You also notice that his voice is different from when he opened the door.
Mm-hmm.
And he kind of waves his hand over his face, and you see that the beard kind of disappears and he becomes clean shaven. His facial structure kind of shifts a little bit, and you can tell that he had a DisguiseSelf spell up. But he says, I've been working for him for about 6 months, a little bit more, I think now. He's a peculiar one. He's very protective over his property and what he holds within it, of course. But I've gleaned a few things. Not as much as I would hope to have, and probably not enough to make this a safe job for you, but I'll do what I can to help, regardless. But what I've gleaned is each of the relics throughout this place are protected by some type of barrier. And as far as I can tell, there's some type of power source that is generating this. It's not coming from Felix himself, or his apprentice for that matter. It's something on the second floor, but I can't get up there. I've tried a number of times to get in, you know, up there essentially, but he keeps it on lockdown even during the day. And I wouldn't recommend going at night either, to be honest. He definitely has something guarding it at night. I've no clue what it could be, but he doesn't hire anyone overnight. But I've heard things inside during the night time. So,
What have you heard?
like some type of like a banging sound, but I couldn't tell what it was. It could be anything.
Like rock on rock?
I mean, I guess so. It's hard to say. I couldn't really pinpoint what it was. But either way, he's fairly dangerous, I should warn you. Like, he is a very capable mage. You know, I can do the odd few illusion spells. I can conjure an image, an illusion. I can turn one of you invisible, for example. Disguise my appearance. Things like that. I'm not much of a fighter, so. But he, he's pretty powerful. You can cast up to the fifth tier of magic, and specializes in enchantment. So you might want to maybe get something to ward off charming effects.
No kid.
As for his apprentice, well, he likes to zap stuff, so he uses lightning and thunder a lot.
How comparable is he to Felix?
I'm not exactly sure where he's at. He's quite closed off. He doesn't talk to me much, and they do their training in private.
Okay. So
He doesn't fully trust me yet. I think he hasn't fully kind of allowed me to learn from him yet. I just kind of learn on the job, and I'm delegated to the first floor.
Wait, Raffus or Felix doesn't trust you?
Both. I think Felix trusts me a little bit more, but they haven't given me the keys to the place yet, if you know what I mean.
Mhm.
And I'm doubtful that he ever will.
do either of them have any patterns, habits,
Well,
stuff they do during the daytime, or potentially something you might have
yeah,
seen
well,
at nighttime?
well, Felix runs the museum pretty much dawn till dusk. You know, occasionally he might leave, but he locks the place up if he does. As for his apprentice, he like I say, I don't know too much about him. He's a family man. You know, he's got a family in the city. He's got a wife and a son. Teenage son, kind of wants to be a caster as well, so he's probably learning from him. But in terms of like regular habits that they have, I'd say every other weekend maybe Felix will go out of the city. But like I say, when he leaves, the place is on lockdown. Occasionally the occasionally it might get left open, with Rafus kind of manning it, but it's very rare that happens. As for like,
Rafus
I don't know.
is the assistant.
Yeah, and I don't know, as for like, you know, personality wise and, you know, things that they like and hobbies and stuff. Felix is a bit of an artist. He is a collector, obviously. He's fascinated by cursed objects, and powerful relics. You know, he's got a bit of a fixation on the Ashen Storm in particular. But as for Rafus, I couldn't really tell you much. He seems really boring to me. You know, he's just kind of... He's either at home with his family or he's at work.
Do they both live near the museum?
Fairly close, yeah. Felix is closer.
Within
It's
like eye shot of the museum?
Not eye shot, but you know, probably within. It's probably probably 200-300 feet, like round the corner.
Got it.
Probably a bit more than that, to be fair. But you get my point. As for like what's protecting the place, you know, it's definitely some type of ward that activates during the night. I've tried dispelling one of them with a spell scroll that Irving gave me, just to kind of like test it, see what would happen. And it did break the protective ward, but less than a minute later it seemed to reappear. It's another reason why I believe that there's some type of power source. An enchantment like that shouldn't do that.
Indeed. What's the spell? It should be the spell.
Yeah.
Unless there's more to it.
Was this one of the wards on the windows, or was this? I experienced like a sickening effect, kind of made me pretty dizzy when I got near.
He kind of cocks his head
Is
to
it one
you
of
and he
those?
says, "Can't say I've noticed that. I'm afraid that's new to me."
There's these vents on the side of the building. Seems like they could be a way in, but whenever I got close to it, it kind of hit me.
Oh. Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure where they lead. My guess would be the second floor. So maybe it's this, power source or whatever's making noise in there could be doing it. Like, I know, Felix, enchantment type magic, is a bit psychic inclined. So potentially there could be a more dangerous ward that we're unaware of. Maybe at the end of that vent, who knows? There's a lot of risk here. So, I wish I could give you more, but some of this you're gonna have to go in blind, I'm afraid. And I'm afraid there likely isn't an easy solution.
How could we get inside during the day? He runs tours and things, right?
Well, yeah, you can pay your way in the door. Just get a quick tour, sure. But
There's no guest list or.
Sometimes if there's, if you want to reserve the place for your time in there, it just costs a little bit more. But most people are happy to browse with others.
Might be better, to be fair, to be able to just blend into the crowd. If we're in there alone, maybe he's more likely to keep an eye on us,
Yeah, I mean, he never fills the place. He likes to keep an eye on who's in his place. I'd say he probably never lets in more than like 8 people at a time, and that's with me, Rafus, and him watching them pretty much like hawks. He likes to have us kind of like attend to them and kind of regale them with tales of the item and all that rubbish. A lot of it's embellished, I think, like all sounds a little grand and unbelievable to me, but tall tales, eh?
Yeah, tall tales.
But in terms of like how to maybe get up to the second floor, I guess there's that vent that you found. There's the windows, obviously. And then you've also got the actual entryway from the ground floor. In the center of the ground floor, there's an actual enclosed chamber with a door that's pretty much always locked unless one of them is going in there. And it leads to a step ladder that takes you up to the second floor.
What kind of shifts do you work there currently? You there all day until close?
No, not all the time. I wish I could say I was, but I might have a bit more info if I was. But he likes to he likes to limit my hours a little bit. So he basically, I have to keep up the pretense that I'm working for him. So he pays me, obviously, but he doesn't want to pay me a lot. So he gives me what he can, I guess. So usually I'm there for maybe 4 or 5 hours in the day. It's usually on the later hours, which is when, you know, incidents are more likely to occur.
And I guess you've never seen his close-up ritual, like preparations,
Yeah, I
silver
mean,
thread.
I've seen him go about it, but I think it's all kind of like an automated thing. It seems to just come on at night. So we all step out of the structure. He locks the door, and then he waits until you know, he notices the ward go up. Sometimes we stay with him and talk and stuff, but other times we leave. So yeah, it seems like he's got a pretty like powerful kind of enchantment set up on the actual the actual building itself for security reasons and the actual relics, what they're contained in these glass kind of cases.
Interesting.
Sorry, I don't know if it was mentioned, not in game right now, but did he say something about like spells affecting the cases, like if they're linked to that power source as well, or?
Potentially, yeah. I imagine there's probably more power going to them though. You know, if the windows are down for around a minute when you dispel them, it's probably you know a few seconds maybe. Or it may not at all. It's hard. I wouldn't say. I've never had the chance to try and dispel one of the cases. It's too obvious, you know. It's but you could try. You could try if you think you could do it, though. Like I say, I can't cast dispel magic. I need a spell scroll for it. So every attempt is a resource drained from the Cypher's code. So this is kind of why this is why I think Irving has gone down this route, because Felix is quite unique in terms of the precautions that he takes.
Do you think he's paranoid?
I think, yeah, but he kind of has every right to be.
Yeah, he's a collector of rare and powerful objects.
Yeah, and most of his collection's been swindled away and replaced with replicas, so, you know. I think he's only aware of... I think he's only been made aware of one of them. And he believes that it was originally fake, so we kind of switched it before he got it fully kind of appraised, if you will. But yeah, for the most part, he'll never find out unless he attunes to them, and most of them are cursed, so that's a big no-no. Like, if you were to identify them, the enchantment on them gives a false positive, basically, for the item that it's replicated.
I see.
Obviously, I've had to feed the info on the magic items, you know. Over the last 6 months, it's been pretty grueling to... well, not all of them, anyway. This has been going on for years, but I've done a couple over the last 6 months.
You mentioned he was very interested in the Ashen Storm.
Yeah. Yep.
What is the Ashen Storm?
Yeah, you know, defeated Death in the war against the Abyss, you know, took down Zythrax, you know, basically killed a god, saved the world, you know, all that, you know, glamour and fame and, you know, obviously. You know this, surely.
You do a history check with disadvantage.
It's a very well-known tale. If you don't know the details, you at least know
Heard of them. Yeah.
the basics. You'd have to roll like a
Got it.
1 probably to pass that.
And did you say all of these artifacts, all of them belong to the Ashen Storm, or just a few?
Most of them. The ones that he has on show here are, well, he thinks they are. Some of them are legit, but now are replicas. Some of them, it's hard to know. Most of the Ashen Storm are gone, so it's not the easiest to verify these items.
And I'm guessing, being such a fan, he jumps at the opportunity to get his hands on more.
Yeah, he hires people to search for them. He spends a lot of money on it.
I mean, if we need him out of the city, perhaps we can send him a message that somebody's acquired one of these artifacts, and
maybe
he'll be willing to take a trip.
Possibly. Like I say though, that's going to put the building in lockdown mode pretty much. So it's an option.
I mean, I feel like if we're gonna enter this place at nighttime, I'd probably prefer to enter this place when he's out of the city. I'd imagine it would be similar levels of lockdown at least, right?
Yeah.
Do you know if he does anything extra when he leaves the city, or if it's just the same old stuff?
Like I say, there's definitely something happening on the inside. There's that like banging sound that I've heard, and that to me makes me think that there's some type of guard or something. But who knows? I'm that's my guess, because he's very confident with his security now. Like when he's locked up, he kind of breathes a sigh of relief, and doesn't look back too much when he leaves the proper. It's mainly when he's there and the place is open that he's a little bit more paranoid about clients and protective over the cases and the door to the second floor and stuff like that. He does hold a key around his neck. Rafus also has one as well. So if you could lift that key, then you could get through that door. And who knows? It may open more doors on the second floor. Like it's uncharted territory up there.
Perhaps that's an option then. Get Felix out of the city. Find a way to get the key off of Rafus. Get him. There's also an acquaintance of ours mentioned the sewers that run beneath the city. Do you know if there's any way in?
I mean, sure, it's going to lead up into the bathroom, I imagine. It's not going to be a fun trip.
Sometimes you've got to take any entrance you can, right?
Guess so, but who knows? He might have a ward on the bathroom. I don't think I've even bothered to check. It's never popped into my mind, honestly. Or maybe I just didn't want to put that idea on the table.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
But hey, that's the way you want to go. Anything's worth a shot.
Is there a place in the city we can get some sort of schematics or plans for the place, or the sewer lines, or?
You probably, like, information like that is pretty closed off.
I'd imagine.
there are tunnels beneath the city, especially with the sewers and everything. They're quite complex. People say that they actually kind of burrow into the mesa itself. Quite deep even, underground. But, you know, you're best off just checking them out yourself.
Okay, got it.
Like, you know, like my kind of specialty is, you know, kind of infiltration, kind of, you know, distraction, and subterfuge, all that stuff. You know, I'm not the best at like recon and you know, going into dangerous places, if you get me. So but I can help
Fair
you
enough.
if you need it. You know, if you can think of something that my skill set could be used for, I'm happy to help. I'm sure Irving may be able to provide some kind of, I don't know, equipment or items if you present him with a plan. You know, if you're lacking a certain spell, for example, that you think would be necessary to complete the job, or you know, if you need like rope, I don't know. I imagine he'll just tell you to buy your own rope. But you get my point.
Yeah, yep.
If you need something that's kind of hard to come by that you think is essential for your plan to work, if it's within reason, I'm sure he can acquire it. He might knock it off your pay, but so,
Alright, well,
any more questions for me? Or
I don't believe so right now. If we want to contact you, do we just come here same time?
you can come here. Just try not to do it every night.
Yeah, and we want
and maybe switch up your clothing. You know, bit of a disguise would help. Especially if you're planning to go in there, you know, visit the museum as yourself.
well, if
Then
necessary,
you probably
we'll
don't want
come.
to. You probably just don't want to be seen touching both bases at the same, you know, as the same people. If you get me.
I get you. And if we do come, it will most likely be with instructions on how you can help us. So perhaps
Yeah.
we don't need to come as a full entourage.
Yeah, I mean, it would probably help if, you know, again, if you want to kind of brainstorm as a group, you know, we can still do that. It's just, you know, just try and be discreet, and you know, switch things up on how you do things, and you know, especially with your appearance, it's pretty important.
Indeed.
Jade will speak up for the first time and be like, so does he have any way to look through disguises or something like that?
Oh,
Or can he sense them?
I apologize. Are you a familiar? Are you a druid? Are you?
I'm a druid.
Oh, okay, cool.
I was just observing, you know.
Yeah,
Didn't mean to freak you out.
No, that's fine. I just, you know, I thought you were like a pet or something.
Well, that's good. That's what I was trying to, you know, kind of test.
Yeah. Sorry if I offended her out, but you know, what was your question?
Oh no,
Sorry?
you're good. I was just wondering if, do you think he would maybe be able to detect me if I was like, you know, in a form like this, or if he'd be like, oh, pets aren't allowed inside, you know?
He's got a keen eye for magic. He'll probably pick up on you if you give him reason to doubt you. You know, he's quick to use things like detect magic, and you know, if he gets a little paranoid, even things like see invisibility. So you know, you got to be a little bit careful.
Vargas, can you detect me right now with detect magic?
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, he can. Yeah.
Oh, really? Shapeshifting picks up on his.
Well, wild shape is a magical effect, essentially. So,
Gotcha.
like, it's not like it pings a particular spell. It just basically says, hey, some type of nature-based magic, you know, is like kind of surrounding you.
What if I was like a little spider, and hidden in like clothes? You think it would like kind of mix with things?
Yeah, probably. Doubt it'd pick up on it, you know. I think it's mostly if he has to see it directly, right? Any of you do it? It's not in my skill set.
Vargas can do it, I think.
Sorry, what was that? Do
Detect
what?
magic.
Yeah.
Do you know if you have to have direct sight, or can you like detect something that's behind a cloak or something as well?
It'll be just based off your sight.
It does say you sense the presence of magic within 30 feet of you. If you sense magic in this way, your actions see a faint aura around a visible creature. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, so you have to see. You see the aura.
Wait. The spell can penetrate most barriers, but is blocked by 1 foot of stone, 1 inch of common metal.
Okay. Never mind then. So yeah, it would potentially be picked up then by it.
Okay.
I believe it also mentions 1 inch of lead, right?
Yeah, a thin sheet of lead or 3 feet of wood or dirt. So 1 foot of stone, 1 inch of common metal, a thin sheet of lead, or 3 feet of wood or dirt.
Oh, maybe since Kai has picked up sewing, maybe he can sew like some lead into one of your jackets, and I can hide behind it.
Wait, how thick a lead does it have to be though?
It says Vargas said a thin sheet, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I could certainly give it a try at least. It is a pretty new hobby for
Are
me.
you
But...
really about to craft some lead armor?
Oh, it'd just be like it's sewn into like a
Jesus.
fucking cloak or something.
I feel like it would also be kind of really obvious to, to someone who is detecting magic. Just sees a complete block of blankness, like around essentially
Yeah.
a magical body.
Well,
Like,
it's not
avoid.
like. I think it would more be like you just don't detect anything that way, So it's as if there's nothing magical that way.
It would have to be an inch thick though, so that's why I say like armor.
Well, it says a thin sheet of lead specifically.
Oh, does it? Did not say an inch. Okay, never mind.
No, it's because
I thought
maybe,
it was
maybe
an
it
inch,
would work
so I
then.
couldn't-
Maybe it would work. You'd have to try it.
Perhaps I can make some sort of lead-lined pouch or backpack. I mean, probably come in handy in other situations too.
Ooh, can I go into the bag of clothing?
Can you? I feel like it would be really cold in it though, right?
What if I'm like a hairy frost yeti spider?
That's a scary thought.
Why?
I mean, we can try it.
It doesn't have to be spider. I can be a hairy frost yeti lizard. Maybe.
And can things, like living things, go inside like bags of holding and stuff?
We could try it out.
What if you like get
Maybe
stuck
not
in
with
there though?
me. No, like with something else.
Torbane says, I've got a question. What happens to like your items when you transform?
They just kind of absorb into me, but like not. I have to have spent some time with them. So.
Oh. Well, what would happen if you like absorbed a massive amount of lead. Would
That sounds really unhealthy.
well, I don't know, just putting it out there, like, would it, like, blend through to your farm? Or, like...
I don't know. I've never observed a massive amount of lead before. You have a massive amount of lead laying around?
I don't think I do. Sorry to say. But, you know, maybe that would work. Or maybe you do. Maybe you just need a cloak of lead. I don't know.
Or maybe I sneak into the vent during the day and wait till it's nighttime.
Even
I
getting
will
close to that
also.
vent, though.
Sorry, I will also just note. There are spells that make you kind of undetectable to things like detect magic and stuff like that. So.
I don't think I know any.
Yeah, I believe there are. Let me have a look through some of my.
I think it's non-detection, maybe.
Yeah, I think there's another one maybe as well. Check.
I mean, maybe we're just getting too elaborate and our plans will change as soon as we go inside tomorrow. Because, I mean,
That
I don't
would
think I
never
can pull
happen.
it off alone
Yeah.
anyways.
So Torbane says there's a spell called Magic Aura. It gives you a false aura, so it changes the way that you appear to spells and magical effects, such as detect magic, and things that detect magical auras. So you can make like a non-magical object appear magical, vice versa, or a creature. So there's that. If you just want to be not seen by detect magic.
I mean, it sounds interesting, but I guess we'd have to get a scroll for it then, right?
I guess so. Can any of you cast it? I know some of the other operatives use it. So you know, it's used a fair bit in our line of work. Unfortunately, it's just not part of my my repertoire, if you will.
You know if that's something we could cast earlier in the day, or get someone to cast it on us earlier in the day, or is it like something you gotta concentrate on?
No, it's I think it's a pretty long effect. It's sort of like mage armor, you know, it lasts for a long time. I think it lasts for a full day. Yeah.
I mean, if we went back to Irving, maybe one of his allies could cast it on us, or even just throw in some gold, someone's direction, we could probably get access to it. So definitely an option.
Yeah, I think we're gonna know more once we go inside. Maybe tomorrow.
Yep. I think that's a good next step.
But we
I am
probably
really-
don't all want to go in together necessarily, or at least not in our normal forms.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel
Or
like
normal apparel.
my appearance is gonna make me stand out a fair bit. So maybe I sit that one out and just observe from afar.
I mean, you're one to talk. Look at me. Well, look at me normally.
But are you gonna go in your regular form or as?
Well,
like a
that's
pet?
that depends if I can go in as a pet, you know. But if I'm something visible, then he's probably gonna notice, is what I've gathered from this conversation. So I'd have to be like, hiding behind the lead woven cloak, whatever.
Unless we get access to that spell, right? In which case, then you'll just be detected as a regular animal.
Well, then I just won't be detected, so I'll just be like a spider on the inside of someone's clothes or something, just so he can't visually see me, and he won't be able to detect me magically, so it'll be like I'm not even there.
But then will you be able to see anything if you're in someone's pocket?
I don't have to stay in the pocket. If I'm a spider, I doubt he's gonna notice a little spider walking, climbing on something.
Oh yeah, and your question earlier about the vents was if you hid in them. I barely got my ear next to that thing, and whatever magical effect he's got in there hit me straight away. I don't think an extended period of time in there is gonna work out unless we can shut that down first.
I mean, I can just check it out and see if I can get in during the day and see what happens, maybe, and then we take it from there.
Maybe we can get Flump to go with you, just in case you need a little bit of assistance.
Sure.
Love
And look
is
over at Paris.
always at our disposal. Is that right, Flump?
Well, of course, Vargas. Always got your back.
It's right.
Even though I'm invisible.
Indeed.
This guy's like, what the fuck? There's something else in here.
Yeah. He's like, well played.
So thank you for the information. I think we can head off for now and then figure out what we're doing tomorrow.
Yeah, sure. Just, keep me clued in. I'd like to be aware of whatever you're planning to do, especially if I'm going to be there in any capacity. I don't want to be left in the dark and be improvising. I don't want to fuck up whatever plan you make, basically. So, keep me clued in, and let me know if there's anything I can help you with.
We'll do. We'll keep you in the loop.
Yeah.
Cool. I guess one thing I should probably mention. On the first floor, there are 9 relics, by the way.
9 relics.
Yeah, just so that you're aware. One of them is the target. The orb what was it called again? It was called
Blood and sand, I think.
the orb of flesh, sand, and spirit. Is its
That's the
official?
one.
Is its official name? Very nasty little orb.
It's not gonna fuck with us if we touch it, right?
No. You might hear some like whispers in your mind and stuff, but it won't do anything to you unless you attune to it.
Fair enough.
Yeah. And I will, I don't think you're gonna do this, but if you're thinking about keeping it for yourself, I'd really not recommend that. Not only because it's a very dangerous object, sure, it's very powerful, but it's very dangerous. Who knows what it could do to you, curse-wise, and obviously, the Cypher's Code will not be very happy with you if you abandon your mission in that way. Obviously, if you're discovered, don't lead them back to us. The worst case scenario here is that he figures out that we're, doing this, as in the cipher's code, is kind of involved. If my cover's blown, then I don't know. He might even move out of the city. So we need to be, very careful on that front. If you are discovered, you need to be seen as a total third party, doing it for your own business type deal.
Yeah.
If you do recover the object, even if you are discovered, and you're planning to head back to the cipher's code, please be very discreet. Do not get followed. Take every precaution that you can. Don't bring it back here, for example. So just be smart about it. You're professionals, I'm sure. Sure, you know what you're doing.
Of course we are. We even burned some paper earlier to not leave a trace.
Okay, sure. Please don't burn anything in here. It's quite flammable in here, I'm afraid.
It's good to know in case we need to clean up some left ends.
Oh shit.
I roll an intimidation check.
Yeah, go for it.
Disadvantage.
Yeah, especially because you're a little bird.
Yeah.
I don't know, crows are pretty terrifying. I should be with advantage.
Hell yeah. A 5.
Yeah. He plays along a little bit, but
No, I'm kidding. We would never do something like, well, I mean, not never, but, just don't get found out because we might have to.
there's a reason why you're in this line of work. You're either really good at it or you're desperate. So,
What if we're desperately good at it?
then you're the best of both worlds, I guess.
But isn't one bad? So it'd be kind of shit.
Not necessarily.
But you don't want people that are desperate because then they're prone to fuck up.
Yeah, well, they're also, prone to take it seriously, to, put everything down on the line for it. Sometimes you need desperate people to do jobs, especially things like this. Like I say, maybe it's not the right word, but you get my point.
Determined.
Sure.
Anyway, so we should leave. We shouldn't stay here too long.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah, let's go.
So yeah, I'll see you soon then.
Or you won't.
Thanks again for the information.
Yeah, no problem. I'm happy to help. He just remains seated and waits for you all to step out.
While they were all in here, did I spot anything
Well-
on the street?
Oh, yeah, you see a few people, but no one's really paying much attention.
Okay.
Yeah. You've noticed a few times now where people have looked at your group and then hesitated or stopped in their tracks and turned away. And
Probably because you walked through the town with Crane.
possibly, but it could also be these symbols that Kai has placed on your
Right.
attire, warding you away from thieves and various
Oh, that's
criminals
why the fucker
in
was
this,
pointing at his throat. I was like, what's with the throat? It's
I
because
thought it
we
was
have
like-
like shawls, right?
I thought it was 2 fingers, like a fucking vampire bite to the throat. It was like, because Crane? Yeah.
it could be that. It could be that you've got no clue, but it could be a combination for all you know. But it seems like most people are staying clear of you. Once they seem to either notice who you are or want maybe these
As
symbols
they
that are
size
on
us
you.
up.
Yeah, they kind of quickly turn away, and in fact they purposefully look away and don't look back at you, you know.
Right, I suppose we leave. Imagine we'll probably head back to Crane.
Cool. Yeah,
Unless
yeah.
anyone else has got any plans.
Hmm. Did we get a pinpoint location of this guy's house, this Rufus?
Yeah, I can give you that.
And Felix, if possible.
Yeah.
If Felix lives in there, right?
No,
No,
he
he
lives
doesn't.
like round the
He
corner.
Doesn't.
A couple 100 feet away.
Yeah, both locations would be ideal.
Yeah. Give me 1 sec.
Just like write the letters on them. F, D, M.
Also, I know it might be like not really amazing information, but if you could put like a cross on like one or two of these houses that I spotted earlier, could be a good vantage point to watch over.
Sure,
just
yeah,
for
yeah.
like my visual
Yeah.
aid.
You'll have oops. Should be here. And I'll say like here would be a vantage point. That's the worst cross I've ever done in my life. Right here, and there's also one here.
Okay, cool.
But you can only see the roof from this one.
Put an M in the
Felix's house is right here, and Rafus's house is right here.
Crane is in this block, right?
Yeah. Sorry, no, it's not. It's not this large structure. It's
Yeah, that's where I just think right there.
it's not this large structure. It's not as large of a manor. His manor would be probably like this. Yeah. I'll mark that as well for you. Yeah, you got it.
Kind of a shitty cave, but I'm not an artist. All right, I think we'll just head back to Crane's. Right.
Yep.
Yeah.
Cool.
Wait, what's the T? Oh.
Torbane, sorry.
Okay.
Informant.
Cool. Yeah, you head back to Crane. Cool. You're not on the map.
Also, the question is, do we
Oh, yeah,
care
you
if Crane knows what we're planning? Because he's got eyes and ears all around this house.
I don't think so.
I mean, maybe we could just ask him out of respect for a bit of privacy.
I mean, honestly, I don't think it matters too much. He's not going to do anything. He very much wants to stay on our. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe he might be able to help you somehow. It's
I
up to
do
you.
kind of agree with Kai, and sorry, go on.
No,
Or
no,
we're
go
talking
ahead.
outside for a
Please
second or
continue.
something.
Yeah, please continue. While you're having this conversation, Jay's heading over to Craig. Go ahead.
Sorry, Kai. No, I was hesitant a little bit back there because I didn't know how much we wanted him to know.
Yeah.
Whatever his name was, Torbid. There's a chance that, you know, we might just use him and, you know, fuck him off at the end of it. Sorry, did I say that out loud?
Yes. I mean, he does work for the Cyphers Code, so they might not be too pleased.
Well, I mean, you know, he's not getting a split, is what I'm saying.
For sure.
I feel like he's more of a tool for us to use on our job than part of the team, you know?
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong, I think he will be useful in this, and his information is useful. And I think he will play a role in what we do, no matter what. But yeah, I think pretty much, you know, we keep it at that. We keep it a
Yeah.
professional relationship, and once we're done, we fuck off. You know, we've done our job, and we get out of here.
Yeah. Thank you guys for doing this, by the way. I'm not sure if this is in your
It's
guys'
fucking
kind of
interesting.
wheelhouse. It is very interesting, but
I like sneaking into places and grabbing things that don't necessarily belong to me. Sometimes I put them back later. Sometimes.
you like to learn about them first, right?
Yeah. I usually don't tend to keep a hold of the books that I take. Once I've read them, I put them back. Oh, speaking of which, I'll just take a couple of books off the pile that would be at the table where he's sat, or when they go in, and, you know, I'll take them back up to the fucking library.
Yeah. No
Once
worries.
we get in there, that is.
Yeah.
Brain.
Is it just you
It flies
going
through the house trying to find
going
him.
to see him? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you find him at the dining table. You see him kind of he's kind of sat at the dinner table, but he is kind of leant back in the chair a little bit with his head a little bit higher, and he's just laughing. He's like proper vampire laugh.
What are we laughing about?
No, it is nothing. I just received some news of good karma.
Oh, did Lord Battenberg die?
No, but his son did.
Oh. Fuck that little bitch.
It seems the keep was mostly destroyed, so unfortunately he was buried in rubble in the prisons.
Right, I forgot about that. Well, I guess he got what he deserved.
Yes.
And you're not at fault. Look at that. Isn't that great?
It's amazing, Jade. I never thought things would work out this well.
See, a little bit of restraint can go a long way.
Yes, perhaps I have learned a lesson.
Good. Anyways, you don't mind if we steal a magical cursed artifact from a museum, right?
That is fine with me.
Okay.
Just be careful, you know. Cursed objects, they are dangerous, so...
Oh yeah, they said it was fine as long as we didn't attune to it.
Yes, you should be fine. but still, you know.
You know anything about creatures that sound like grinding stone that might be used to guard stuff?
I have, I've seen creatures like this, yes. There are, gargoyles, there are, stone golems, things like this, maybe. Enchanted statues, stuff like this.
1 sec, I have to reconnect on my phone because they have to reset the internet for a bit. So I'll join Discord on my phone for a second.
No worries.
Hold on. Hello.
Oh,
So what did Crane say? Sorry.
He just said, it could be gargoyle, it could be stone golem, it could be enchanted statue, it could be many things, but who knows?
Do you know if we can just like dispel that, or do you not think that would work?
It depends which one it is. This enchanted object, maybe. Depends how powerful enchantment is.
Okay. All right. Well,
I mean,
thank you.
there
It's
were
okay.
2 gargoyles on the back end of the building, right? Could you like detect if they're regular statues or gargoyles, like living ones?
Oh, hi, Kai. I didn't see you come in. I mean, I sat on one of them and it didn't do anything. So
Also,
You-
would any of those things
You should know this.
have...
Sorry to interrupt, Kai. The gargoyles that are around the city, many of them are alive. Not all, but many. In times of war, they are utilized by, by the Nemesis tribe.
the
It is
Nemesis tribe?
the orcs that have red skin. Most
Oh,
of
I guess
them,
that's where the city name comes from, right?
yes. They were enemies of Wargrim for a long time. In early days of the Chain Coast, when after the war, when things were being rebuilt, they kind of clashed a little bit, and they were banished from the city, and then they founded their own.
Well, at least I guess those gargoyles on the outside we don't need to worry about. I hope. In terms of, would you say it was golems or enchanted statues? Could either of those things have like powers to make you dizzy and sickly? And
Maybe. I don't think I've found one that does this, but yeah, magic is magic, you know. Could it's hard to know without seeing it.
right. Do I turn to the rest of the room and say, do you guys want to go upstairs? Maybe talk some more about this, or do we want to do it here?
Whatever
don't-
suits me.
yeah, I don't mind. Down here upstairs.
Okay, have fun. Oh, Jade, before you go, I was wondering if I could borrow something from you. I assure you I will return it shortly. Maybe a few days.
Wait, from who?
From you. I need
wait, what do you need?
I need a gemstone. A jade.
Which one?
I need a jade stone.
Let me check if I still have one. I'm not sure I had one. Hold on.
I'm pretty sure you said you were keeping all the diamonds and the jades and selling
Oh, the
Diamonds and the
emeralds.
emeralds. I don't think I had any jades. I would have kept them.
Oh, okay. Do you like emerald?
Well, I have. Yes, but I mean, I also have my jewelry, but I'm really attached to that, so I really don't want to lose that. But it has jades in it. What do you need it for?
No, I don't want to tamper with any of your personal.
Oh yeah, no, I don't want you to tamper with them. I just
no.
It
is surprise. You know, he taps his nose, and he says, "You will have to trust me. If you like emerald, I will use emerald."
Sure. These are really expensive though, so be careful with them.
No. It will still be expensive when I finish.
Okay. Make me a persuasion check.
Sure.
53.
Unfortunately not.
Oh, it was almost a natty one. A 17. Okay. Okay. Here you go. And she'll give him the 800 gold emerald.
Ooh, damn. He says, "Thank you very much, Jade. I assure you, you will have it back soon."
Okay, just don't lose it, please.
No. Do not worry. As you kind of turn to follow your companions up to the second floor, you see him kind of lean back in his chair and hold the emerald to his eye, and he begins to laugh again. That you can't tell if it's like a genuine laugh of happiness or if it's like sinister plotting.
Better not get me in trouble with that emerald.
Yeah, you all head upstairs.
I think there's some kind of creature guarding the power source or whatever.
Thanks.
Are you okay, Kai?
Yeah, I just got lost for a second.
So head upstairs. Wait, where's upstairs?
Wait, were you asking Crane about the power source, Jude?
No,
It's
no,
there.
no.
It's at the bottom.
Oh, it's here. Okay. I'm following Kai.
Yeah.
All right. Anyways, meeting room. Right. All right. So, yeah, I think there's some kind of stone creature guarding the power source, maybe, on the second floor. What I'm wondering is if the power source also powers the creature. So maybe like someone could sneak in and then dispel the power source or something, and it would like just turn everything off.
Is that something we can do temporarily though? Because I feel like you would notice that.
I don't know. I don't know how the power source works.
Yeah, me either.
But I mean, like, if we do it at night, I don't think he would. I mean, maybe, but I don't think he would necessarily notice if he was asleep. Maybe.
So I'm really curious about the defenses when he leaves the city versus nighttime. Because if they're the same, I think it might be a good idea to try and get him out of the city. Or to wait until he leaves.
Yeah, I guess the only thing is we'd have to, like, if we want to do something like with the vent, for example, where we sneak in while it's not locked down yet, to, because maybe if we, like, dispel something while it's already locked up down, he'll get some sort of alarm or something. I'm not sure. I think we'd have to, like, sneak in while it's still open, and then he leaves the city, and then we go. Maybe.
Vargas, you're pretty well read, right? Do you know a lot about what was it called again? The Ashen Storm. Yeah, like
I know the stories. Yeah.
like could you like do you know any of the relics they could have used or something or?
I mean, honestly, off the top of my head, I couldn't call them out like right now, but yeah, like I would probably know them.
So I'm thinking if you had some good information on one, then maybe we could use that, pay a messenger or something to get it to him, and that's a way we could get him out of the city like straight away.
It depends, like yeah, it really depends on like what Scott's willing to like give me in that regard.
You go for it, man. If you want to pluck an item out that you can remember from campaign 1, go
That's
for it.
what I'm saying, man. Like,
Like, we'll think of what Kaloki used.
Ring of Invisibility, Sword of Serpents.
Storm arc
Yes.
bow.
Yes. There was Storm Oak Bow, there was the Arc Longsword, there was the Arc Light Hammer, there was the Obsidian Armor, there was what else was there? There was the Dreadkin Armor, which was like more like Orc tribal stuff.
That was given back to Riker.
Yeah. Some of them maybe Vargas would know are like they have a
Dicer's old spell book.
yeah. But some of the more powerful ones, like stuff like Kaloki's hammer, and like Dicer's sword and stuff like that, are like well protected relics that are like well known to be in a specific location, either in like Unity City or held by Dicer, the sole surviving member, at least of the core group. There's a few other kind of survivors from the kind of the subgroup, if you will. But yeah,
Maybe something a little less known than the others, or a little less guarded.
maybe a good one could be like Kaloki's shield, for example. The
Sentinel shield thing.
yeah, the Sentinel shield, was it the one that let you
Advantage
like
on
advantage?
perception.
Yeah. If you really want to pique his interest, then you'll want to pick a cursed item. There's not too many. But good one could be like the orb of not the orb, the Pearl of Darkness was one that got pinched by Zythrax. Trying I think what else. There was the sword, obviously the serpent sword that the Ashenstorm sold off just before the war to fund their great need for gold at the time. Any of them pique your interest, Dave?
I mean, I suppose like the art, like hammer. I mean, obviously there's the orb of blood and sand.
Yeah, but he's got that in the shop, in the museum. So you're gonna.
Oh, forgive me. I think
yeah.
I'm a bit lost here. Like, what exactly are we saying here? Am I just bringing
Oh,
the art?
no, we're trying to find a item to try and send him that somebody message that they found, but they haven't really to try and
Oh.
lure him out to sea.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we'd have to go in there and check everything and see what he doesn't have. Because if we say it's something that he already has, then well, fuck.
Yeah,
we're
that's a
fucked.
good point, actually. Yeah, so bear with me. I've never done a job this big before, but just first draft ideas that come to mind. Maybe get him out of the city. That's one less powerful, the more powerful of the two mages taken care of. We were told that Raphus has a key also, right? So then it's just him to deal with. We can try and find a way to get his key off of him, or another way to sneak inside the building without Felix in the city. If we can't get Felix out of the city, or that's not the right call, then maybe we can just get Raphus out of the way, right? We know where he lives.
Well, do we know if Rifus's key opens the front door as well? Or is it just for the second floor? Because I think it was mentioned for the second floor, but I don't know if it opens the front door as well.
Yeah.
I mean, as far
as you remember, he didn't specify exactly what the key was for, just that it got you to the second floor.
Yeah,
and,
so
and
Torbain
maybe other doors as well.
So Torbain did mention that sometimes, like very rarely, when Felix had to go out of the city, Raphus would run the place alone. So I'd imagine.
Yeah.
And I mean, if not, even if we only had the key to the second floor, we could still potentially find our way inside through the sewers, and then get to the second floor with the key. And any thoughts about that?
I think it's definitely a plan.
It's just whether we can lift the key off of him without him knowing.
And then also would need like something to replace it so he doesn't. Maybe? I don't know.
I mean, we could always get a replica made.
Again, this key. Which key are you talking about? The key for what?
We don't know. Torbain just mentioned. He just mentioned that they both had a key each, Felix and Raphus, to the museum, but we don't know whether it's for the front door as well as the upstairs or just the upstairs.
You can pretty much assume that it's both the upstairs and the door. If he's manning the shop on his own at some railer, then he must be able to open and close it.
Yeah, that's what I was assuming. I would like to at least spend a day to scout out the place, just to watch, just to see if there's any extra things they do when they open the store, or if it's just a case of put the key in the lock, open the door, and walk inside. So I think we should do that before. Actually, to be fair, I wouldn't mind doing that in the morning, just heading out a few hours earlier and just setting up shop in one of the buildings nearby, just to watch.
It's not a bad idea, just keeping an eye on it. all day, seeing the comings and going. Meanwhile, we can actually go in there at some point, maybe all together or whatever. Go on.
Did you mention the stuff about the lead with Sariam afterwards?
Yeah, we would have brought everything up.
Yeah, we probably would have covered.
Okay, Sarah would go, well, I can go out and source the lead and maybe forge it into something that can be attached into a pocket or something.
I'd happily help you maybe fashion something if you like. I mean, you're pretty good with the metal work. I've picked up sewing recently, I guess, a little bit.
Sure.
Maybe together we can figure something.
I can go out and outsource the while you're doing you're doing scouting and stuff. I can go find a blacksmith and source the lead.
Okay, that's that side of the plan sorted. So maybe Vargas and Jade heads inside, or actually, I guess we would wait until we got the lead right, so she would sneak inside. I do think we should head back to the Cyphers Codex though, and I think it'd be a good idea to try and mask Vargas, right? If he's gonna go in disguised,
Mask me.
From like magic, like prying to be able to see whether you're in your true form or not. Because I'd imagine yours would be akin to like a disguise self spell, or would it be different because it's like an innate ability?
It's different, right, Scott?
Yeah. Vargas gives no magical aura when he's transformed.
My clothing will.
Yeah,
but,
you clothing will, but
I will not.
Yeah.
Kai would still bring it up anyway because he wouldn't know, but
yeah.
Yeah, but I'll say no. Like, there's nothing magical about like what I can do to my body. It's purely a physical transformation. There's nothing magical about it.
I guess that's one less thing to worry about. Then that's great.
Indeed.
No, Vargas, I think it's pretty magical.
Wow. Well, thank you. But it's not. Like literally, it's just a physical, transformation of my.
No, I meant like it was cool.
Yeah. I understand. Appreciate it.
So what's the plan then? So first day tomorrow, we just scout out the place and get some materials.
Yeah, we get prepared, and then like we scout the place inside and out as much as we can without drawing too much. I mean, to be honest, people, fucking tourists say push boundaries all the time. So we can probably have a little peek around, especially like myself. If I disguise myself and if there's just some blithering idiot or whatever, I might be able to get away with it.
What happens if you go in as like a reviewer of museums and like you're there to make an article on his one?
Maybe somebody visiting from like Unity City or somewhere.
Or book
writing.
Yeah, or maybe like I'm writing a book, or and yeah, something like that. I can see that.
Like maybe it makes him more enticing to show you more of his entire collection instead of just the stuff out the front.
Yeah, no, I like that. I like that idea a lot.
You should probably make sure you know stuff about other museums then.
Right.
In case he's just like, oh, okay,
Yeah.
what museums have you looked at?
I'd imagine the Cyphers Codex can help you with that, right? More information. Potentially other artifacts in other museums, just to be able to throw the names out there, get them a little bit excited. Can nerd out a little bit.
What about? Because yes, like that could work. It also sounds like a lot knowledge that I should have in my head, but I'm gonna have to have a big old fucking list right in front of me if I'm gonna have to if I'm gonna recall that. So what about, you know, I'm a writer with the fucking Guild of Fame. Throw the badge out there. It's just a distinct thing, isn't it?
That definitely could work.
I could, like, you know, I could, you know, say that I'm interested. I plan to write a magnificent tome of not only the Ashen Storm, but other adventurers out there and their accomplishments. But right now, my focus is on the Ashen Storm, and I'd like to see his collection and gain knowledge, you know, that I might not have.
Do you guys think? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
And then maybe put in like he would be credited in the article or the book what you're writing with like promotions for his museum.
I mean, hell, you could even frame it as an interview, right? The sigil records from the Hall of the Guild of Fame. People might know that. I'm not sure.
I
kind of make it into like
yeah. I am
maybe
a
that's
little,
a step too far.
Yeah, I'm a little worried that we might. To be honest, as long as this is an innocent thing, you know what we're doing. That I mean, obviously as long as I don't do anything too fucking sus, like with this, you know, seal in my hand or whatever, like, you know, and in this disguise, then yeah, it should be fine.
Oh yeah, it would just be to get information, right?
Yeah. So the last thing we want to do is, you know, to cast suspicion on the Guild of Fame for this.
Yeah, of course.
And we don't want to keep, if possible, we want to keep it so that, you know, there's not much suspicion, but obviously he's going to have his suspicions once he finds out. Doesn't matter who it is, we can't really protect everyone, can we?
Push it out.
We start tomorrow by just scouting from the outside. Is that correct?
Well, you're gonna scout. I'm probably gonna go around the city and see if I can find materials and stuff.
Yeah, there's got buildings nearby that we could set up in to watch, but I think I'm probably going to spend most of the day there just to gather information. If that works for you guys.
Cool. Yeah, sounds good.
I might try to see if I can get in the vent during the day.
Cool.
I'm just going to bring this up. I have, you know, sometimes my mind goes to dark places, you know, in that void that I sometimes imagine. Just saying, we could find out where this guy's family lives and blackmail him so he fucking helps us. This Rufus guy.
That thought crossed my mind too.
Yeah, but isn't it then like then he knows stuff is going on for sure? Like he'll find out maybe.
I mean, we could kill him afterwards.
I think that's a really bad idea.
I'm pretty sure the cipher code said no murder.
Yeah.
True.
So to be clear, the parameters of the job, you're not to kill Felix. Okay. He's the valuable one in this.
Right, but we're also not to like chase him out of the city, which killing his assistant.
Yes, that it depends how it happens. If it's in a suspicious manner, then yes. But you know, if it made to look like a freak accident, who knows? But regardless,
also, I think it might be a pretty innocent person. We don't want to kill someone for like, you know, like.
Hey, Vargas, do you still have that book on alchemy that we bought back in Wagram?
Probably not. If we bought it, I mean, I don't have it written down. I'll just say that.
Do you remember that, Scott, when we were gathering like herbs and stuff for alchemy ingredients for that?
Yeah. You still got that, sure.
I mean,
it's just the basics of like alchemy and making potions and stuff.
I've got some poison. I've got some snake venom. Perhaps we could look in there for ingredients of something that could make somebody sick for a short period of time. If his family is sick, sickness, diarrhea, that kind of thing, he's probably going to have to stay home to take care of them, so at least he'd be out of the way.
Indeed.
Or even go a little bit further and...
So just
Well,
to...
if Felix is out of the town and then he's sick, then he's just not going to open up a shop and it's just going to be on lockdown, right?
Yeah, exactly. So to be clear on how this is kind of set up, what you've discovered so far and everything, the ideal outcome for this job's completion is that you get in, you replace the orb, you get in, you take down the security, whatever it is, the barriers, magical power, whatever it might be, guards, whoever, but you do it in a way that's completely undetectable, like there's no foul play noticed. If you manage that, that's the perfect outcome for the client that you're working for. However, if you say break in and leave behind evidence, it must not lead back to the Cipher's Codex.
Right.
And obviously for your own interest, you also don't want them to lead back to you and by extension the Guild of Fame. So right. It's in your best interest to try and do this without even giving Felix a reason to believe that anything has happened. Like that, ideally, he won't even know that a break-in has happened, if you know what I mean.
No, so my thinking was if Felix is out of the city and we can get our hand on E, then we can get in, do the job, get out, nobody's the wiser. If Felix's family is sick or something, his eye is not going to be on the museum or the key. He's going to be doing everything he can to take care of them, right? So it's just an option, just something we can think about.
Yeah, I think it is like something that we should put on the table, but not that's what we're doing. I don't think we should finalize anything.
Yeah.
Anything.
So one thing to bear in mind here, just to make sure that we're all on the same page, the museum essentially has two states: open and closed. If it's closed, then there's no mages, but there is some type of guards that are stone, something that you're not 100% on. That's as much as you've made clear. If it is some type of like stone golems or gargoyles, whatever it might be, then it's in your best interest not to destroy them, because then you leave behind evidence of a break-in. You would want to try and deactivate them or avoid them or whatever it might be. If you go during the day, then it would be a case of trying to break in undetected up to the second floor by taking the key from whoever's there and, doing it in a way of like distracting him, using the informant's illusions, things like that. Or your own distractions and illusions or whatever it might be. And taking out whatever power source is up on the second floor. So those are kind of your two options here. How you go about either of those possibilities, there's many variables to it, but that's the simplest way to define how to approach the actual museum itself, and the kind of barriers that are up to prevent you from stealing from them, basically.
Did the informant, because he mentioned also hearing some banging noise, basically we assume from the creature, but was that during the day or only after lockup?
After lockup.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that's part. It's clearly part of the nighttime security system, whatever it might be. So if you go during the day and you take a little bit more of a risky approach, doing it, in clear view, you potentially might not have to deal with that aspect of the wards, whatever they might be.
Okay.
There's a potential distraction we could use. If somebody, let's say, just collapsed in the middle of the museum and wasn't breathing.
Right.
Wait, sorry, say that again. You lost me. You lost me.
Say I went into the museum as a customer in the day, and then suddenly I collapsed and I don't need to breathe, so I would be on the floor not breathing.
Right.
But then they also surround you and see if you're okay, inspect you, kind of
Well,
thing.
it's a distraction, like, and then someone else can go and snoop off.
And this is if we potentially get the key, and then somebody could sneak off and try and.
What if, just throwing this out there, right? I have the ability to turn invisible. That typically includes my clothing. What if we made a lead-lined cloak? Would that protect from the illusion being spotted, or like?
Well, the cloak itself would be invisible and wouldn't be behind lead itself, right? So I think it would still give off the aura.
Got it.
At least that's my first intuition. I don't know for sure, but I think we should just scout it tomorrow, and we'll go from there. We've put a lot of like ideas on the table, and now we can see what's the most feasible, maybe.
Yeah, I think that's a good call.
Definitely need someone to go in tomorrow and see which relics they have. Because then we could potentially make the fake letter to send them, right?
Yeah. I'd like to snoop around by the vent, like I said. I think Kai wants to scout. You are gonna get materials, right? So maybe Vargas goes in disguise.
Forgive me. This letter.
You're forgiven.
What's that about?
Oh, that's for potentially picking out one of the other relics from the Ashen Storm to send to him to make him want to leave very quickly because very interested in securing it.
Ah, right. Okay. That would be delivered by letter. Okay.
At least I
Maybe,
thought it was going to be
probably.
by letter.
Is anyone writing all this down? We
I
have
hope so.
already created very, very many things. Yeah, I do hope so.
Yeah, it would help probably.
Written down
to,
like what I was going to do with going in there and asking questions, but I haven't written down everyone else's ideas. So yeah, like this is why I said that we are not like I'm just saying like right there we're not making a decision, or at least we're not doing this just willy-nilly. We got to decide exactly how we're going to do it. Everyone has to be on the same page, knows exactly their roles, because if this goes wrong, this is our neck on the fucking line.
I think we have some options, some pathways, but nothing distinctly defined yet. And we can refine it as we find out more information tomorrow.
Okay, well let's
and then we can make things more concrete.
Okay, well, let's go over then what we are doing tomorrow. When we wake up, we are doing what
Step
I
one.
am
Eating breakfast.
Okay, wait, let's not be ridiculous.
Okay, so step one tomorrow. Saria's gonna source some lead so we can make a lead-lined pocket or pouch. So then you can head inside and you can take Jade with you or something of that sort, right? Step two, I'm gonna scout out the museum. I want to see the processes they go through when they open the museum and also when they close, and then just see what else I can see throughout the day. I guess step three would be you getting inside, Vargas, and potentially more of us to just scout out the insides. And whether this is like the time you're going in as the reporter, to try and figure out more stuff, or if we're going to use that as a distraction later, I'm not sure. Step 4, I think, would be scouting Raffus, his family, just to get more information on them. And I guess step 5 would be to scout the sewers, right?
We
Again.
should. I think we should scout his house whilst he's at work. We should go like not Rafus, but whatever his name is. Fucking, I've got it written down. Felix.
Felix.
Yeah, we should scout out his house whilst he's at work.
That's a good call. I wouldn't mind going there, but I'm not great with magical defenses, so I definitely need you for that one.
Magical defenses. Could you be more specific? What are you talking about?
Like, when me and Jay did that job for the jewels, there was magical spells designed to alert the owner of intrusion, like in the form
alarm.
of...
Yes.
Yeah. Or stuff like that. I feel like you would better be able to spot it than me. I'm pretty good at being quiet from the physical, but the magical not so much.
Definitely be there to detect it. About the spelling, I'm not. I don't even know if I can fucking dispel shit. Oh no, I can. I just have to prepare for it.
I can dispel stuff too.
Oh, there you go then. So we got it covered.
All right. So
maybe we take the next couple of days to do these things rather than rushing it.
Yeah, we can do a lot of them tomorrow, but then we can spend other days doing other things. Keep in mind, we need to pay for more parking if we're going to be staying here for like 5 days or something. Because I think
I'd
we
imagine
only paid for 4 days.
Yeah, but I would imagine that would be like a pay to release your vehicle once we actually leave. It's like, oh, hey, you're 5 days overdue. Here, pay us 5 days.
I don't trust that. I'd rather pay ahead of time.
Okay, we can make a trip up there too. Step 6, pay for parking.
Okay, I think we have a plan for tomorrow.
All right, so just to reiterate, step 1, Saria sources the lead for infiltration. Step 2, scouts the museum. Step 3, Vargas, under the guise of a reporter, enters and scouts. Step 4, scout Rifus, and I've just put these two together. Scout Felix's house. Did I miss anything?
The sewers, potentially.
Oh, the sewers. Oh, yeah,
I'm looking at the vent as well tomorrow.
Okay. Okay, I'll put that as step 2 then. Whilst Kai is scouting the museum, you're going to scout the vent. Or are you going to scout the vent once you're inside with me?
No, because we think the vent leads to the 2nd floor, which we don't have access to, so I can't do it from the inside.
Right. Okay. So yeah, you're gonna scout the vent, and Kai's gonna just keep watch over the whole thing from the outside, I guess.
Mm-hmm. I guess one more thing that we discussed was counter charm.
Non-detection spell?
Non-detection spell and counter charm.
Counter charm?
Yeah.
Counter charm?
He said he did say that.
I don't remember if it was Torbane or if it was.
Yeah, it's Felix that is like proficient in enchantment, so charms and shit. And...
So potentially his place could also have some sort of charming traps or of the sort.
You're right. We should be careful for that. I'm trying to think of spells that would charm on a trap. Most of the ones that I can think of, he would have to, see us and try to charm us himself. Can anyone else think of any off the top of their heads?
Maybe it's just like a magical object or something.
Sarah will go, I know there's potential runes, like maybe a glyph of warding that can have like a spell put in it.
Yeah. Again, though, I should be able to detect these things if I am with you. We never know, though. Like once this, once night falls, like let's assume that basically there's a whole fucking array of protection spells, like all over this place, not just the windows, but everywhere, that are powered by whatever is down there. I'm kind of leaning towards like some kind of a construct, maybe even with the power source within itself, and it's dormant during the day, recharging and then comes out at night.
Maybe we could also like dispel one of the windows up top during the day so we could look inside on the second floor.
I also think it might be a good idea to either you, Vargas, be with me when we scout them opening the place, or Flump and you watch through his eyes, because I'll be able to spot the key they're using, but I won't be able to tell if the key itself is enchanted in any way. I think that would be important to know. Is that something
Okay,
you would do?
wait, sorry, say that again. You
So
want me to
I'm
what?
wondering if the key itself, when they open the door, has some sort of enchantment on it that activates or
Right.
deactivates any of the defenses. So maybe you could get eyes and see if it's glowy or runey,
If
you
it's a
know?
magical key, then that would
Yeah.
make sense. Essentially, if we could get a hold of that, and if you're right, if your theory's right, we could disable the whole fucking system from the front door.
Yeah,
I
potentially.
doubt it's as simple as that.
It's worth a try though, right?
I mean, even like getting the key would be useful. However, it's just risky because if as soon as he notices it, he's going to go looking for it. If we can do this without having to essentially tamper with him, or minimal interaction with him and his actual goods, apart from what we're trying to steal.
Oh,
that
Felix,
is ideal.
100%. I was thinking more
Oh,
Rufus.
yes. Yeah.
Because if we are able to potentially trick him to go out the city, then we just have to deal with getting the key off the other one, not Felix.
Yeah.
Right?
Or even if they are kind of time-gated defenses, again, if he's out of the city, Raffers isn't going to be opening the museum. So that in the daytime, it's just going to be locked. The defenses are still potentially going to be down. Unless the key itself is what triggers it when they come and go, right?
Do we have any other time-sensitive tasks going on right now?
We have to go back to
Except-
Warframe at some point.
At some
Yeah, the
point.
crawler, I guess. We're still
Arcane.
renting it.
No,
we're still
I'm talking
renting
like,
that thing.
yeah.
Oh, that too. Yeah.
We
We paid for like 30 days. I don't know how long it's been. I think it's been like
a while.
24, maybe.
Yeah, it's been a while. So I mean, well, we can deal with that. Or we can just not deal with it. Yeah.
We should
Yeah.
probably deal with it.
Yeah, we should probably deal with it. Right. Okay. Well, I'm just thinking, like, because the guy said that he goes out of town like once every 2 weeks. Like, so we could be waiting like a long time for him to actually leave.
I mean, it depends on if he believes the letter and if the letter's enticing
True.
enough
Like,
for him.
yeah. The
If
letter
it's yeah.
Again, I'm sorry. Forgive me. There's a lot of things on the table right now. It's hard to
It's
keep up.
all good. It's just
If we
whether...
also, I was just saying, if we also know, if we could find out one of his sources that he sends out into the world, if there's like previous letters in the past, I'm pretty good at forgery. I could probably make a pretty convincing letter at least, so he believes it's
That
from
might be
who.
something. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, go ahead.
I was just gonna say that might be something that we find in his house.
Yeah.
Could be also in his office inside this museum. So, like, yeah, we're just gonna have to explore tomorrow. And
One
Just get as
thing
much
is, though,
information.
I'm not sure it's a good idea to like go into his house, because then we'd have to do basically 2 break-ins, and there's like a much higher chance that we leave behind evidence.
mm,
But I think we should just, go to sleep, and then tomorrow check things out, and then we can maybe narrow our options down from our observations.
Also the cipher code might know some of his contacts that sent him.
Oh yeah, 100%.
And maybe they have like intercepted letters and stuff. So they might have some handwriting as well. So we could inquire with them.
How about this then? Tomorrow we're just all about getting information about the museum. We do the things we were gonna do. We watch from afar. then figure out what we're doing from there. And then second day, we'll find out any extra information we need from Rob's house or his house if we need it, based on what we find out tomorrow. And then maybe third day we head to, or second day night we head to Cypher's Code to like finalize everything, you know.
Okay.
I think that kind of works out, right?
And
I will ask that there's something that I just thought about, but
Mhm.
I think I know the answer to this question, and it's probably a stupid question. There's a chance tomorrow that I could actually, have some access to these items, potentially even touch them, if I can convince him, At that point, no, I thought it's too risky. But at that point, I could attempt a switch, but it's too risky. If he's there,
How good are you at sleight of hand? That's the question.
Decent.
I mean, maybe Saria goes in disguise with you,
I got a
another
+6, motherfucker.
and does her dying on the floor bit if the opportunity arises, right?
Yeah.
It could just be that simple.
What I'll do then is I'll have Flumph stick with you outside whilst I go in, and I can communicate with him, and he can pass on information. I can,
Okay.
communicate with him silently as well. So,
Well, if you want to do that, you'll probably need to let stuff first, because you'd have to have the orb on you, right?
I do have it on me.
Right, no, but like, if you... Motherfucker!
Yeah, because the orb, the way it's enchanted is to try and trick the Felix into thinking it's the real one, so it would give off Nora itself. So lead pocket or pouch is definitely...
That's what I was gonna say, yes.
Yeah.
Sorry. It's like the fucking fourth time I've gotten called. I'm fucking losing it.
Okay, so lead lining
That's
in the
such
pocket.
a good point, Kai.
I think this not to like say you should do this, but something that's popped in my head based on what you've all just discussed. Vargas can always impersonate one of them.
This is true. We could tie up Raffus and his family, and then
Yeah.
Vargas could be Raffus.
That's what I was, kind of going along the lines of. Well, part of it.
Okay, but the question is, wait. The guild has access to memory wiping spells, right? We could tie him up and his family up, and then potentially get... I don't know what like degree of magic that kind of stuff is, but it's worth looking at, right?
We can inquire.
A spell of amnesia. A bat of bonking on the head.
This heist has just turned into kidnapping.
Yeah.
And potentially murder.
Wait, who's Wild Shape? They said be right back. I don't know who that is. Is that Keanu?
Keanu, yeah.
Okay. Out of character, I fucking love this shit so much. It's so good.
Gotta get your master plan built, but you're still in the prepping stages. You need to you need to scout out some
more
ideas,
solid information to go off. Yeah.
Yeah. I recommend you make a list of things that you might want to have as well, and then present it to the Cypher's Code and just see what they're willing to give you.
Yep.
So some of it they might give you, some of it they might say you can get that yourself. But we'll see.
Also, potentially some information they might be able to provide to us to help us with this job.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. Are you all happy for now then to go and take your long rests? So
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
cool. So we'll say you all retire to your various rooms. Unless you want to bunk up together for a bit. But you all take your long rest. Uninterrupted. No issues during the night. I will say. Let's see.
I would set an alarm clock by hammering a nail into a candle. So it goes off a couple of hours like before 8 a.m.
Yeah. Tell you what, everyone, give me a perception check as you're like resting throughout the night.
26.
Okay.
Oh wait, I rolled with advantage by accident. Sorry, let me reroll. I don't know why.
19. I'll be right back. Just a couple of minutes.
Yep. No worries.
24.
24 for me as well.
Actually, you know what? I want to find out what happens.
Yeah. Anything from Jade?
Keanu said be right back, remember?
Oh, okay. Sorry, I didn't realize.
All right, okay. Well, just give me a minute. Give me a minute.
Yeah.
Might as well
We'll
just
hang
hold.
on. I'll tell you what. We'll take a quick break.
Okay,
We'll
sounds
come back
good.
in
I'll be
5.
back
Yeah.
in- Yeah, that sounds awesome.
Good.
Cool.
Be back. Steve here?
Yep.
Okay. So yeah, everyone's got perception checks. You all rolled super high. So during the night, some of you maybe as you're falling asleep, some of you maybe you wake up in the night, or even when you wake up in the morning. You all notice something strange in your rooms.
I will say, I don't know if it's gonna matter, but I would sleep in the room that has the woman in the mirror.
Oh shit. Okay. Yeah. I'll say, Kai. You notice when you wake up, there's like a table in your room, and it's like just a clear like wooden table, and like there's like a chest of drawers and like a wardrobe and stuff like that, and a bed. But when you wake up in the morning, the chest of drawers are open when they were closed prior, and there are 3 cups on the table that weren't there before.
I immediately sit up and I look over towards the door. Is the door closed or open?
Did you leave it open?
No, I probably would have closed it when I went to bed.
Yeah, it's still closed.
I'm gonna have a look around the room and I'm gonna walk towards the cups, just looking puzzled. Are they anything in them?
No?
I'm gonna open up the door and just have a look up and down the hallway as well to see if there's anyone nearby.
No. You don't notice anyone. Just odd.
Yeah.
You start to doubt
I guess I'll look.
whether the changes were actually like whether you just didn't notice that there were cups on the table and the drawers were open.
Yeah.
But you're pretty sure. It like nags at you a bit when you try and doubt yourself, but
Yeah, I kind of just wipe my eyes a bit and just sit down and kind of like shake my head, just like wake myself up.
Saria, you 24, yeah. Same as Kai. You wake up, and you actually notice the curtains in your room Actually, I'll say you wake up in like the middle of the night. You end up going back to sleep afterwards, but you see that your curtains are blowing like wind is hitting them, but the window is closed. It happens for a few moments and then stops.
Sorry, I'll get up and examine the window.
Yeah, so seems to be sealed shut.
You know what, fuck it. She opens the window and then goes back to bed.
Yeah, sure.
Make a what?
Make a an investigation check real quick, just as you kind of inspect the window.
Investigation.
Ooh, never mind. Yeah, that's all. That's all that you notice.
I'm gonna add a D10 just in case.
Oh, okay.
That is a
13.
13, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's enough. As you push the window open, the light from like a candle in your room catches a reflection across the window. And you notice that there's condensation on the window, as if someone's breathed on it, and there's a word written. It just says "hi."
Sarah will lean into the window, breathe on it, and then write "hello."
Yeah. It fades. Nothing seems to happen though.
Sarah will just stroke, and then she'll what's it called? She'll leave the window open and then get back into bed.
Yeah. Cool. Vargas, you fall asleep, kind of reading some of these books, I imagine. And you're reading this particular book, and just like a tale of an adventurer on one of his travels. You know, it's nothing too well written. It's just a short story kind of a thing. And you get partway through it, and then you fall asleep. When you wake up the following morning, the book is no longer where it should be. It would be on your lap, but it's actually been put back up on a bookcase. And when you go to it, you notice that the spine of it has been scribbled out.
Right. Sorry, just to reiterate, so
you fell asleep with a book on your lap, like in bed, and then when you woke up, the book was back on the bookshelf, and when you got close to it, you can see that the spine where the title of the book was written, it's been scratched out.
Okay. I immediately turn on my detect magic and get on edge. Someone's been here.
Yeah. Yeah. Nothing seems to ping other than your own magical items.
I'll go over to that particular book and is there anything important about that book, or is it just symbolism?
When you take the book off the bookcase, you open it up and every line of the book has been scribbled out, like scratched.
What a fucking waste! Who would do this? Hunt. Can I try and cast mending on it?
Yeah, you can. It repairs some of it, but it's not legible anymore.
Well, fuck.
It wasn't a particularly good story anyway, but you know, it's just weird. Why has that happened, kind of thing. Jade,
Okay.
you fall asleep in the Crane's old familiar's chamber. You wake up. And as you get out of bed, you glance over at the mirror, and she's not there anymore.
Oh. She and before that, she was like an ever-present type of thing.
Yeah.
Hmm.
She
I'll
was
go up to the mirror.
just staring at you as you fell asleep, basically.
I'll go up to the mirror, kind of like look at it from closer.
Mm-hmm.
I'll knock on the mirror. Hello? You gone?
Yeah. You tap on the window and say, you know, are you gone? And you feel this kind of
on the mirror.
Yeah. You feel this kind of cold sensation, like down your neck, like down your spine almost. Like starts at your neck and goes around it and then down your spine.
Funny because I don't have a spine, so I imagine like Jade just like from
Yeah,
the back. If someone were to look at it, there's just like a wave going like down, you know, of like deformed slime, like
Yeah.
That's the jiggle.
Yeah.
yeah.
Like it gets a little bit of a bluer shade to the green or something down the back. But it's enough to make you kind of turn your head and look behind you. And you see lying in the bed is the woman. She's laying in the bed, blood soaked all down her chest, black hair over her face, like black robes just covered in blood, fangs, red eyes. She just stares at you, and make a wisdom save, please.
Ooh, okay.
Love this.
Wisdom. Saving throw. Not very good. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, I guess it is. Well, whatever.
Yeah.
16.
I mean, if you want disadvantage, you can have disadvantage. Entirely up to you.
Well, so the thing is, the way Jade, my instinctual reaction for this is that Jade was like excited about seeing her and was gonna like walk over to her and just like talk to her. So I don't know if you like, I don't know the context of this save, so you decide whether that'd be disadvantaged or not.
I think it's up to you whether you think Jade is unsettled by what she sees.
I don't think she'd be unsettled.
Okay. Cool.
She'd be more intrigued. That's why I was kind of asking the nature of the wisdom save.
Cool. So you go over to her. You know, her eyes piercing red, staring into yours. Blood is just gushing from her throat.
I'm so sorry. Did I take your room? Also, are you okay? You look hurt. You need help?
She just looks at you. Blood is pooling in the bed and dripping down onto the floor.
Is this before the long rest or after?
After.
Okay. Jade will take a bead off her bracelet, which turns into a good variant, and be like, "Can you?" And she'll try and like hold it in front of her mouth.
Yeah.
Like this will help you if you can eat it.
Yeah. She her mouth opens slightly.
Ooh, okay. She'll if her mouth doesn't reach forward, Jade will put the berry in her mouth.
Yeah. You place the berry like gently into the mouth. There's no resistance as you touch the lip, and the berry just falls through the body
And it just lays there.
It kind of rolls off the bed.
No. I'm sorry, that didn't help. Maybe I could cast a Cure Wounds? Or, well, she'll try a healing word.
Yeah. You go out and touch at her, and your hand just goes straight through her. And then as your hand passes...
healing word is just verbal, so...
Oh, sure, yeah, sure. Either way, you end up, trying
There's
to
no
help,
target as well,
to help her essentially. But there's no target for the spell. You end up trying to touch her, and your hand just goes straight through her, almost like she's made of like mist or some type of ethereal, smoke. And right as your hand passes through her, she lunges for you and just evaporates into smoke all around you. And it causes you to, lurch back as she clearly a violent outburst.
Okay.
And as this happens, everything on the walls shakes, like paintings and, stuff on the dressers, like candles and things all fall, and tumble off the walls and everything. There's a big shake.
Jade tries to catch some of the close by stuff.
Yeah. But yeah, that's how you all kind of take your rest in this place.
Jade catches a frame, but then it slips through her hands and falls anyways. Oh man. Well, sorry if I slept in your room. I'll find another room next time.
Yeah, and by the way, when you once the smoke dissipates, you look down at the bed and there's no blood anymore. It's just gone.
She'll just pick up her good berry and eat it herself.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that was interesting. I'm Jade, by the way.
Yeah, you turn around and she's back in the mirror.
Oh, hi. She'll wave at her.
Yeah, she's just back to exactly the same position that she was the day prior.
It's quote unquote still image.
Yeah.
Well, I guess I might as well get up now. She'll head out to the dinner table.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kyle makes his way downstairs too.
No fear for Jade.
I wanted to fail it, but alas.
I am the one they fear. I do not fear.
Yeah.
Hey, did anyone come in my room last night?
No.
Maybe it was Crane's old companion.
I had a
Crane's
I think
neck. Are you in the room with Crane at the minute? Or?
I was going to the dinner table. Well, okay, so Crane did mention before not to mention her name, so if he's there, she's not going to say that.
Okay, yeah.
But she'll be at the dinner table.
Yeah,
I think somebody was rifling through the wardrobe or something, because I swear there wasn't stuff out when I went to bed.
No, but in my room I had I think this house is haunted, if I'm being completely honest, which is fine.
In what world is that fine?
What? Ghosts are fine. Or you got issue with ghosts?
Yeah.
Ghostist?
I know. What do you mean ghostist?
Perhaps you should stay elsewhere, Kai. If you do not like ghosts, you maybe should not stay here.
But this place is really haunted. That's
well, of course. Many people have died here. They like to fuck with you at night. They won't hurt you, but they may freak you out a little bit.
One said hello to me.
You spoke with a ghost?
No, they left me a message on the window.
Must be one of the kind ones.
There's non-kind ones? Okay, I don't think I can sleep here, guys. I might need to find somewhere in the city. Wait, is like outside the house haunted too? Can I like get a tent or something?
I don't know, honestly. I lose track of them. They wander around and, you know, they cause lots of mischief and.
I mean, you got a pretty big library upstairs. Do you have any like books on warding away ghosts or something?
Why do you want to ward from them? They are harmless. They are just poltergeists.
I don't want ghosts fucking with me when I'm sleeping.
They're not big powerful ghosts. They not possess you or anything. They not hurt you. They just poltergeists. They like to move things and make you doubt what you see and show you visions, things like this.
Anyone have a passive perception of 18 or higher? Including Crane.
No, I don't.
Wait, where'd you see passive?
It's in attributes just below your skills, senses.
Not passive 16.
What's Crane's passive perception?
14.
Okay. Continue.
Oh, sorry, no, 17.
Continue. Nothing happening.
Cool. Yes, don't worry about it, Kai. You know, just ignore them.
Okay, hold on, Scott. I gotta ask. Gobber. What, you know, like...
Gobber is
anything
like,
from Gobber?
Gobber is just like shaking in his chair, like
because of the talk of ghosts.
Was he shaking before we started talking, or no?
Yeah.
Gobber, are you okay?
Huh? What? What?
Are you okay?
Gobber, fine. Can we go? No like it here.
I'm sorry to hear that. I mean, we could get you a room in a tavern or something if you want.
What's that? Looks over his shoulder.
Tavern is a place where people drink.
Yeah, I'll go there. Don't want to go here. It's spooky. It's things move.
I think it's fun. Here, have 4 gold.
He kind of raises his legs and you see a bunch of rats run by his feet under the table.
But those are just the rats. Don't worry. They live here too.
Maybe a ghost rat.
I don't think so. Here, have 4 gold. Gobber, go get yourself a room at a tavern. And maybe get some more sleep, because you look pretty tired.
Oh, 4 gold? Oh, I feel better already. Wow.
I love that.
I'm gonna get a meal.
Yeah, go do that.
Yeah. Off I go then. He turns and starts walking out the door.
Goodbye.
Don't get
Sorry,
robbed.
guys. I just didn't want him to come with us, because then, like, he might ruin the plan.
So good.
Oh, no, I thought we were just
Probably
gonna
wise.
leave him here.
I mean, he could be useful as a distraction, but that's it.
Yeah, he's a Gobber's only a murder machine.
I mean, he is the perfect size for that vent.
I mean, nobody would suspect a goblin of his kind would be working with the Typhus Codex. Whatever it's called.
No, he's trying to bait us. He's trying to bait us into putting him in.
Leave it to the tiny little flimsy goblin with perfect accuracy.
Near perfect accuracy. Near
The level
perfect.
1 goblin with multi-attack because he doesn't miss.
Yeah. Probably pull the heist off on his own.
Yeah, we just send him in.
Like, yeah,
let's let him
job's
do
done.
all the hard
Job's
work.
done.
We just do the planning and then let him do everything else.
Yeah. All right, then.
What's the
what's your
time by
plan?
now? We
Yeah.
woke up early enough, right, that we could get to the museum to watch it open.
Yeah.
That's what I was planning.
Yeah. You're up probably like maybe an hour before dawn.
Okay.
Just to be safe, to make sure that you can get in position and all that stuff.
And anyone who would have been watching the interaction between Jade and Gobber, like, decently closely, make a perception check for me, please.
Oh, sorry, I'll make one.
I'll make one with disadvantage.
Yeah.
Because I was scared of ghosts. Day 24.
That's
We saw
fucking...
this.
Ain't no disadvantage about that shit.
Kai's just super on edge, so he's like, his eyes are darting around everywhere, including over to Jade.
You good, Vargas, or did you want to make...
Sorry, say that again.
Did you want to make perception check as well? Like, were you watching the interaction between Jade and Gobber, like, closely?
I don't believe so.
Yeah, all good. Kai, you will notice that Jade is, like, really excited about something. She's trying to hide it, you can tell. But she's really bad at hiding it.
Like, Vargas just arrives and is like, "Yeah, some weird shit's happening, eh?"
Yeah.
Wait, what did you say, sir?
I said, "Some weird shit's happening, eh?"
Oh.
I
didn't catch that either.
Understand words.
Wait, what? You all spoke at once.
Yeah, sorry.
Sorry, I got it. Yeah, Ghost said hi to me last night.
Ghost said hi. Okay, interesting. One of them, I guess it was a ghost, ruined my fucking book. Your fucking book.
No, which book?
I don't know, this one. But to be honest, mate, it was really boring.
Oh.
Yeah, he wasn't really going anywhere. Writes is a bit of a hack, you know.
Oh, no. He's destroyed it. This is awful.
Yeah, I tried to mend it, but it's just not happening, mate. I'm afraid that one's, no good. Other than firewood now.
I think this was a journal of one of the ones who died here. Probably didn't like you reading it.
Oh.
But still, he should not have done this. He's long dead. It's my
Do
book.
I get like a priest in here or something?
No. Why would I have priest here?
Oh, you don't want to get rid of them. You like them.
Priest would, I don't know, splash with me with holy water. I don't want this. It's awful. They are awful people.
Fair enough. Yeah, awful.
Priests are pretty boring.
They have this mask. They think they help people, but they just, splash them with water. They say, "Oh, I bless you, but it is actually a curse, and awful priests, I hate them." Yeah.
So Raya's bathwater.
Wait,
Oh,
what?
my fucking God.
Was
Yeah,
it
yeah,
bathwater?
Yeah.
Yes, he did.
Oh, Aurea.
Yeah, all right,
Okay.
all right. Yeah, I didn't say Raya.
I was like,
sorry.
Raya's bathwater? I was like, how did we get to this? Oh, jeez.
I hear people sell that for a lot of money.
It's all fake. Except when it splashes on me and then I burn and it hurts and it's not fun.
Yeah, I understand the ball. But you weren't here for a while, you could have got the place, cleaned out, so to speak.
I was busy and why would I get rid of them? They are good company, Sometimes
Okay,
I get
enough.
lonely.
I don't know them, mate. They just ruined my reading material. That kind of pissed me off.
Well, I don't know.
Kind of like,
Maybe-
kind of annoying.
Maybe they respect me more because I killed them. I don't know.
We don't know.
Wait, you killed them?
Of course, this is place where I kill people long ago.
You said there's ghosts here. Yeah, there's people who died here, not people I've killed here.
Well, yes, of course. Why else would they be ghost poltergeist? Why would they linger unless they, had a incredibly gruesome end that they wish that they had, unfinished business and such. They probably have, like, I don't know, needy children or something. I don't know.
I mean, probably not anymore. Depends on when you killed them.
Maybe, yes, you are right. But still, they are none the wiser. Anyway, as I say, they are harmless. Just pay no mind to them.
Can you tell them just to stay out of my room? Though, you'll kill them again or something?
I mean, I could, but, maybe then they get angry and they play, more kind of dangerous pranks, maybe? But they won't hurt you. They may just, destroy something you care about, or, I don't know, leave the window open for you so you'll catch cold.
Okay, we need to finish this job and get the fuck out of this city.
Why are you?
I
so
offer you
excited to be
hospitality
jealous?
and I don't like ghosts.
See, Jade's raring to go too. Look, we both just want to get this done and go, right, Jade?
I mean, I like it here, but yeah, I'm looking forward to stuff.
You are welcome to stay anytime, Jade.
Oh, thank you. Where did you sleep, Crane, or did you not sleep?
I sleep in basement, in coffin.
Oh,
But I didn't sleep much. I like to stay up at night.
me too.
Wait, how many coffins do you have here?
Just one.
Oh, damn.
The poltergeists, they are good security.
Yeah, with my one, I just breathed on the window as well and said hello back, and then went back to bed. Left the window open.
I have had many conversations with this one. Sometimes they like to talk, sometimes they just, say hello, say goodbye, tell you to get out, things like this.
Speaking of getting out, I think we should get out and go scout. I'm sure the shop will open soon, probably. Or the museum.
I think you're right.
Shop.
And
Okay,
I'll leave
well-
you to that. I'm go and scout out this blacksmith potentially.
Well, have fun.
So once we get this lead, we're all gonna meet up to get the lead line pocket sorted before you head inside, right?
I mean,
Is that
I'm
the
gonna
plan?
set up my forge in here and start working on it. Yeah.
Okay.
I
But we're
guess
gonna do that
but,
before
like, if you
Vargas
want-
heads inside, right? Or no?
Well, if we want to have him have the orb on him, then yeah, we kind of have to, right?
Well, weren't you also going with him as a spider in his pocket? In which case we would need the lead.
No, not yet, I don't think. I think we're just scouting the outside for now, at least in the morning, right?
And then we're meeting up, and then we'll do the interior stuff. Or you guys
Yeah,
will, I
maybe.
guess. Okay.
Yeah, sounds good to me.
Alright, let's get going.
Good
Yeah.
luck.
Oh, before
Crane waves.
Thank you. Jade,
before I go,
leaves in a weird hurry. Like not running, but like fast walking.
Yeah. Cool.
Before I
Yes,
go,
Irene?
Kane,
Yes, yeah, go on.
where would you like me to set my forge? Oh, I guess you haven't set my forge, have you?
I have not, but wherever you like, really. Maybe not in in main lobby, but pick a room,
Okay.
Pick a room, any room.
Just not my room or the my old familiar's room. She can be a little angsty if you stay there.
Noted.
I'll make a perception check. See if I heard that. I did not hear that. Okay.
Okay.
Kai shouts into the dining room and says, Vargas, are you and or Flump?
What? You cut out.
I shout, Vargas, are you and or Flump coming to scout this place out? Get eyes on the key.
Yeah, we can come and help out. I don't
let's go.
particularly have anything else to do.
Okay. So we've got Kai.
We gotta hurry,
and...
Jade's excited.
Yeah. So you've got Kai and Vargas going to do some scouting at the museum, yeah? Saria is setting up her...
And Jade as well.
Oh, Saria and Jade are setting up the portable forge.
No, Jade is with Kai and Vargas.
Yeah, cool. So Saria is staying behind then to do her forge.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna head out to the door. I don't.
Cool. So oh, are you joining them? Sorry.
No. I won't be now. I'll be going to find a blacksmith after I'm done.
Yeah, cool. So we'll say we'll cover you real quick. So you head out. You do find a blacksmith. Are you basically just looking to buy lead?
Yeah, just buy the raw material of that.
Okay. So make me a persuasion check.
Persuasion.
See how much you can get.
That will be an 8. In fact, hang on.
Okay.
I'm trying to get a decent amount. Let's see. Add a extra 6, so 24.
Cool. Yeah. So you get enough materials to accomplish what you need.
How much did this cost me?
Well. Firstly, what are you making? Are you trying to make a pouch? Or are you trying to make a cloak? Or what have you decided on?
I'm getting enough to do a couple things. I'm gonna try and make a inner lining for one of Vargas's pockets.
Okay, sure.
And then some extra materials, depending on if anyone else wants something else as well made.
Okay. We'll say maybe about 20 gold. We'll cover it. It's not that expensive.
Yeah. 28. There we go. Deducted.
Cool. And we'll say you begin working on that. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Cool. Sorry, it is the other three of you are heading to scout, yeah? Yeah, cool. So you all head over to
as we're leaving.
Yeah.
Just real quick. As we're leaving, I catch up to Jade,
Mhm.
and I say, "You're really in a hurry, huh? Did the gem heist get you kind of like excited for this kind of thing or something?"
Hold on. I gotta make a lot of rolls for all this shit. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'm really looking forward to doing this. It seems really fun. I get him with the number. Hold on. She is lying. You can very much tell It has nothing to do with a heist.
Really? Is that
Yeah.
something you're not telling us? Do you have something else going on?
I might be
I
seeing
feel-
someone.
You might be seeing someone?
Yeah.
Like, wait, like visually going to see them, or like seeing someone like relationship, kind of? Huh?
Maybe both.
Wait, who?
I don't want to say.
Okay, well, I won't pry, but I guess good luck with that.
Thank you. Anyways, we
Kai
should
just
really
looks
get.
a
I
bit
think the shop's gonna
puzzled.
open up soon.
Okay, let's go.
Okay.
No, we're not changing the subject.
The three of you arrive at the museum shortly before it opens. You wait around for 10-15 minutes as the sun begins to fully rise.
Imagine we go to one of the scouting spots that Kai had spotted.
Yeah.
Yeah, go to the
We
one
get
on
the,
the left
the
side.
main map.
See the front
Yeah.
door.
And you do see two figures approach the door. One of them kind of covered in a purple robe, one in like a blue and white kind of robe. Hoods up. The one in the purple steps towards the door, puts the key in the lock, turns it. Make a perception check for me. All three of you, I guess.
Okay.
If you're all watching this.
I don't know if Vargas wanted to do some setup to like get a detect magic in range or something for the key.
Up to you. You'll have to get a lot closer than the watch point that you've chosen. That's like across the street on like a separate building.
No, for sure. I'm just checking.
Yeah.
Dave.
I mean,
You
yeah,
could
for
potentially
sure.
just
Sorry,
walk
I'm having a
past, right?
hard time.
Yeah. Do you want to try
Yeah.
sneak up? Yeah.
Yeah, I suppose so. Sorry, I'm just having a hard time picturing like what we're doing right now. But okay.
So basically, you've just arrived at the museum. You're up on like a building across the street.
Right.
In like watching the door as the sun comes up, and you see two figures approach the door that you assume is Felix and Rafus, and you watch as Felix puts a key in the door and then perception checks. Kai and Jade are wondering whether Vargas is with them or whether he's down at street level to get a detect magic in range.
So at this point, we're trying to.
Yeah, Vargas wouldn't be on the top. Like, that was Kai's job. So
Okay.
he's not with Kai.
Yep.
He's like, Flumph is with Kai, we could say, because he
Sure.
wanted him. But, yeah, Vargas would be on the street level and probably in some kind of alcove or, you know, just covert spot that's, you know, pretty indistinctive, probably.
Yeah.
I don't know. Playing
We'll say
dice
you're
or
like
something like that.
Yeah. I'll say you're like, you know, you're nearby the building, but trying to stay just out of sight of the two individuals. Make me a stealth check, Dave.
But 19?
Nice. You watch as they approach the door. He holds the key, goes towards the lock and pauses for a moment, looks around, looks in your direction, pauses but doesn't notice you, and goes back to the door, puts the key in the lock. Vargas, give me a perception check as well. we've got
Oh my
Ooh.
god.
critical from Jade, very nice. And Kai with a 14. Vargas with a 16. Okay. Vargas, you're close enough to notice that when he puts the key in the lock, he says something under his breath. You don't know what he says, but he says some type of phrase. There seems to be a verbal aspect to it. Jade, as he turns the key, you watch as he turns it full 360 degrees, pulls it out slightly, turns it 360 back the opposite way, then pulls the key out. The door kind of shakes a little bit, and then you watch as this like ripple of energy, like this like white bluish kind of energy. Actually, no, it's a bit more like a purpley sheen, to be honest. It's like a purpley blue. Kind of ripples across the door, and then the door kind of cracks open, and then they both grab a door each and open it up.
Did you see that cut?
Yeah, as they open the doors, the lights pop on, and you watch as like a warm like glow of like a brownish yellow kind of golden hue of light kind of spews out from the door into the cold morning, dark morning air.
So just to confirm, it's got a code word, and he turned it like a full 360 degrees, and then back the opposite way.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, 360 degrees, and then pull out a little bit, and then 360 degrees the opposite way.
Yeah.
Like engaging
Right.
two different locks.
Yeah.
Kind of
Yeah,
thing.
or the same lock, but
Did you see that?
And
cut?
I'll say this: you notice that with how precise he was with it, there is probably some type of mechanism where if you do it incorrectly, it will likely either, kick you out, whatever it might be. You might get some type of pushback from the door, who knows, or it may even do something crazy like break the key, or you don't know what it will do, but it's obvious it will do something if you don't do that specific sequence.
I mean, I saw him use the key. It didn't look anything too unusual. Did
Well, he
you
turned
notice
it
something?
360 degrees to the right, and then pulled it out a little bit, and then 360 degrees to the left.
Okay, that is definitely good to know. I'm sure that would make it super difficult to pick the lock at least. So
Oh yeah, I wouldn't try. I mean, if we don't have the key, I would just go in through a window or something. Honestly.
was that just it? Just key, just turn it twice, like once, and then backwards, and then the door, everything's dispelled. I couldn't really get a good eye on from here.
That's all I saw. Maybe
Awesome.
maybe Vargas has any more information.
Yeah, I wonder if he could tell if the key is magic or not.
I mean, I would have used the tech magic.
Oh yeah. So your detect magic. The key is definitely magical. The door, obviously magical. You checked that already. You also noticed that both of them have mage armor active. And sorry, let me make sure I get this right for you. Sorry, 1 second. Yeah, so yeah, they've both just got mage armor, as far as you can tell. And they don't seem to have any weapons or anything like that. They both have a spell book, but that's it.
Just a spell book, easy, bro.
Well, they're not going to war, are they? They're going to work.
Just take the book away. The
No.
nerds can't do anything.
Yeah.
For real. That's not true though.
Yeah.
But
But yeah, is there anything else you want to do before you head in? Like, is there anything else you want to scout out on the exterior, or?
Jade wants to. I kind of want to get a look at the vent, if we can. Now that the fences are like off.
Hey, Flumph, you here? I look around.
Yes, I'm here. How can I help, Kai?
Perhaps you can head over invisible with Jade just in case something goes wrong.
Sure. Don't see why not.
Provided Vargas is good with that.
I'm sure he's fine with it.
What does the vent kind of look like, by the way, Scott? Like, are we, I'm assuming there's like a grate on it or something.
Yeah. There's like a metal grate, quite heavy.
How big are the openings?
Just like slits, It's almost like blinds, but metal, like.
Right.
Very, very, very small kind of gaps.
Would a tiny spider be able to get in?
Yeah, it would, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, Jade, before you go,
what
what if you take damage in there?
Then I'll just sleep.
What if you take a lot of damage in there? Would
I'll
you
just
be able
leave
to stay
really
as a spider?
I mean, it depends on how much damage. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna take off my clothes, and you just hold on to my clothes.
Whoa,
She starts undressing. Yes.
Jade!
What? Don't shout. We're undercover. Just keep an eye on my stuff.
Okay, I will, but I don't think it's a good idea to walk around naked in the city.
I'm not gonna be. Don't worry about it. Trust me.
Okay.
By the way, for context, I have left the pouch of gems. Ooh. Have I?
It's okay, I got him.
Yeah. She would have him on her. Okay, take good care of him. Okay.
Don't worry, I got it.
Okay, so fully undresses. She takes out the skull from her form and puts it on the ground too. Take good care of everything, please. I'm gonna be really upset if I lose any of this.
Really fucking crazy visual. Just rip your own skull out of your head. I bet it has like that kind of like sound as well as you pull it free.
Yeah. Yeah, but by the way, the sack of gems on the outside is slightly like scorched from acid marks, basically, because you would have noticed that she just literally pulls it out of herself as well. Like it was just hiding inside of herself.
I definitely use his gloved hand.
Okay, I'm gonna go check it out. You come with me, Flump, okay? And then she'll turn it into a tiny spider.
Okay, right behind you. Flies over.
Primal magic as a feature, Scott, with the spell magic on deck.
Yeah, sure.
Ooh.
All right, and she will head over to the vent.
Yeah, nice.
And crawl inside if you can.
Yeah, you crawl straight through.
Okay.
Flump is like, Jade.
Shh. What?
I'm not small enough to get through the vent.
That's fine. Just stay here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Be careful in there.
So. Shut up.
Okay. Shh. I'll be quiet.
Hey, I got a little argument, like this guy's like Flump is like a octopus tentacle floating thing.
I assume he's
they can
invisible.
fit-
Oh yeah, he's definitely invisible. Yeah, it's daytime.
Oh, you mean he can fit through it?
That's what I was going to argue that because an octopus can fit through anything.
I'll tell you
anything at all.
It is a very thin slit. It's like less than an inch. So I'd say make a like acrobatics or like dexterity. Yeah. I'll give him advantage as well. I'm gonna say
does
like.
he wear a top hat or is that just headcanon?
That might be headcanon.
This is headcanon. Yeah. Unless you give him
Does
the
he
top
wear a
hat, I
top
don't know. Vargas's dad wore a top hat.
I think he sounds like he wears a top hat, but
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
ooh, 19.
Ooh, very nice. Yeah. I was gonna say like about maybe DC like 11 or 12 because he's an octopus. But yeah, he actually goes. Actually, Jade, I can squeeze through. Look, and you see him kind of like squishing his face through, and his eyes bulge as he pops through the opposite end. And
Yes,
I'm really happy for you, but just please be quiet.
He pops through. He's like, oh, sorry, I'll be quiet. Shh.
Okay, thank you.
All right. So right inside the vent, Jade just stops for a second and like tries to see if she feels like any of that like nausea that was mentioned or something.
Yeah. Give me an Arcana check.
Arcana.
Yeah. We'll wrap up in a few minutes, Dave. Don't worry.
Oh yeah, I just thought we were getting into this, and I was like,
No. We're not getting inside it
that's
today.
Unfortunate. That was almost an 18.
Yeah. Okay. Unfortunately, you don't sense any of that stuff.
Okay. All good.
And I'll say as you get to the end of the actual the opposite end of this what's the word like ventilation. Yeah. Like. Yeah. As you get to the opposite end of it, you start to see some type of interior on of the structure through the gaps in the secondary gate. There's suddenly this pulse that flickers through the room that you're looking in. This purple like wave of energy, and it hits your mind. And you black out for a brief moment, and that's where we'll wrap up today.
Oh shit!
My God, cliffhanger.
We'll pick up with that.
All right, excellent, guys. That was awesome.
Yeah, it was
James.
fun.
Planning the heist, hell yeah! I wonder how badly it will go when we've spent all this time planning.
Yeah.
Watch the blackout happens and Jade's just discovered and fucking GG.
Yeah.
It all goes to shit.
You transform back and you're just stuck in a vent for like days.
Well, I wouldn't be stuck anyway. So
Yeah, you know what I mean. It's just for a funny image.
yeah.
like
Do we have a leak? There's a fucking
I can
purple
imagine
gooey.
you get stuck in there and then you pop out and you're just a cube because you've occupied the space of a vent. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, takes you a few minutes to reform back into a humanoid shape. Like, but yeah, it's super fun though. I'm excited to see what you all do with this.
Yeah.
This is
the
amazing.
haunted mansion.
Yeah, but we'll be back next
hate
week, I
the
think.
haunted mansion.
Yeah, some spooky.
I mean,
stuff.
me as a person, I was like, oh shit, this is fucking creepy as fuck. But like, Jade does not think that way. It just doesn't.
Yeah.
All right, guys. I am going to shoot off. A great session. Can't wait for next week. Are we playing next week?
Yeah, we'll play next week, and then we're going to be on hiatus for a little while because Keanu's going to be on holiday.
Right. Okie dokie.
But we'll cover that at the end of the next game.
Okie dokie, guys. All right. Well, great stuff. Thank you guys for
GG's,
watching,
Dave.
and I will catch you guys next time. Bye bye.
Thanks for playing, dude.
GG's, Dave.
See you soon. All right. But yeah, it was real fun.
Yeah, I was eating up the haunted mansion shit.
Yeah.
I rolled so often in my like box over here today.
Yeah. Well, last game, Ozzy was like, "Oh, I don't like the spooky stuff." So I was like, "Well, I'm gonna make some ghosts.
You did it.
I'm gonna put some ghosts in this mansion."
Oh, yeah.
I'm so bad with spooky shit. I'm really bad. I'm so glad I didn't get like the creepy vampire woman on the bed. I probably would have just ran out of the room.
Keanu was asking for trouble with that one.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna sleep in the.
I mean, it is what I was going to do. Like even without a perception check, like that was the plan.
Yeah.
Jay was just like, "Oh, this is a cool room," and I like seeing the lady.
I was tempted to go and visit the before I went to bed, the room with the other crane in the mirror.
Yeah.
And I'm really glad I didn't now. That could have been terrible.
I'm sure it would have been fine. I mean, Crane's ghost can't be haunting this because he's alive. Well, undead, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know if you can say this or not, but the vampire woman, his old familiar, was that a ghost posing as her, or was that actually... Or would that be spoilers?
You're not sure? Yeah. You'd have to ask Crane.
You don't even know of its existence. So.
No, I'm asking as a person. Like,
yeah, above board.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just curious.
Yeah, so someone would have to ask Crane about that in particular. But I mean, what he told you is that they like to kind of fuck with you and show you visions of, creepy stuff and mess with your possessions and
then at the end he was like, "Oh, but don't go into the room with the woman because she'll fucking she'll get you."
Yeah.
But Jay didn't hear that. When you asked about the what's going on, I rolled an intelligence check and I rolled an 18. I was like, Kai's been spilling secrets left and right. She's not telling him.
Oh, is that why? Hell yes.
Because she knows that Crane is sensitive about it, about that familiar specifically. So that's why she was just like, "Oh God, I want to tell someone, but like, I don't want to, do it while Crane's here." And then they left, and then you were like, "Oh, so what are you so excited about?" And then she's like, "I'm not telling him." Nope.
Yeah, I will say, like, even I've got no clue who the fuck you're talking about with Jade being in like a relationship or seeing someone or whatever. I've got no clue. The way it kind of showed up, I was like, is it Gobber? Like,
oh my God!
Because of the way, like, it was like, hey, did anyone see my interaction with Gobber? Maybe I'm in a relationship.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, is it Gobber?
No, because the thing with I rolled a couple checks. One was a stealth check, and the other was a deception check. The deception check was shit, but the stealth check was 18, and nobody had a passive perception for that. But then when Jade was actually doing stuff, I was like, okay, well, they're probably going to be looking at her, so make a perception check to like anyone who was paying attention, so you could see like that, if she's like super excited about something.
And
so the stealth check was for her trying to blend in, so you don't notice she's excited.
Yeah, she's basically like shaking from excitement. And then the deception check was like, oh, she's excited. What is she excited about?
And the excitement was the interaction with the vampire ghost lady?
Yes.
Got it, okay.
And then outside, when you asked that question, when she's like, oh, I'm seeing someone. And you're like, what the fuck? She wasn't lying because she saw a ghost.
Yeah.
And she may or may not
be
romantically interested in it. You don't know.
Jesus.
And then when you were like, what'd you say? You're like, I'm not telling you or something. Kai was immediately like, Yep. Okay, this is embarrassing. Let's just leave. Like, I don't want to pry.
Yeah, it was literally her way to be like, I don't want to tell you, so you tell fucking Crane, because I know you will fucking tell Crane, because you're an idiot.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Just Keanu's character to try and have an affair with an ancient vampire's dead ex.
Hey, it's not an affair. She's a free woman, you know? She can do what she wants.
Seems pretty trapped in that mirror.
Well, okay. Yeah, okay, sure, but you
sort
know,
of.
like, you know what I mean. She's not romantically attached.
No, you don't know that.
Well, I don't.
Still.
So that's what we might find out. You know?
Yeah, we'll
So,
see.
In Jay's eyes, it's not an affair. For now.
That was real fun though. That. And yeah, we'll see how you get on next game.
Yeah.
Gonna.
That's why I asked you about the nature of the wisdom save, because it was like, well, she's not really scared. Like, she's like, holy shit, you're cool.
Yeah.
I'm really excited for this heist. It seems like the plan could be amazing if all goes to plan.
It's gonna go to shit. It's gonna go to shit.
It's totally gonna go to shit. So there's like a 1% chance that it's gonna go and
it's not gonna go flawlessly.
There's a 1% chance.
Nope, there's no chance.
Yeah, I'll say this: if you were to break in at night, it might be an easier job, but it's much harder to make it seem like there's not been a break-in. So it's like, do you sacrifice the perfect outcome to get something that's acceptable, or do you go for that perfect heist? You know,
even with
do it in broad daylight,
getting the key and phrase.
Huh? Sorry.
As in, even if we can get Felix out of the city, we get the key and the phrase, and going through the front door.
Oh, I mean, maybe you can pull that off, but that's very difficult to do, and it's gonna.
That's not even a % chance, baby.
Yeah, it's possible. It's possible. You just need to.
Oh no, I know.
Take certain steps and take certain risks to get that out off of them.
Yeah, I think the only way that would happen would be it'd probably be like a violent exchange for the key.
Maybe.
I think that's the only way.
It was so funny, the discussion though, because it was like, yeah, how do we break in? How about we go and torment this guy's family and kidnap his kids and tie him up,
like,
and then, like
it's like this, like an innocent guy, I think, you know.
Like just wait. Are we the baddies? Because like, you know,
are we the baddies?
No, if that was what I was actually thinking, sorry, I wouldn't have gone with that.
Yeah, let's kidnap them and then wipe the memories. That makes it okay.
Right? Like,
yeah.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, what is trauma if you don't remember it, right?
Good.
Yeah,
If he gets dispelled at some point, he will remember it.
Is that how that works?
Imagine if Crane was in the room when you were saying that. It was like, and you were fucking judging me? Crazy.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
What he admitted to his house being haunted, full of people he butchered. And what word did he use? He said, was it gruesome deaths? Like, not even just like, I killed them and I just drained them. He said gruesome.
I mean, he used to be a fucking, evil vampire, and now he's...
Okay, and I'm in the used to phase right now, okay? My redemption arc's 20 years down the road. This is my used to.
Yeah, the thing is, like, back then, vampires didn't have many options. You definitely have options.
My options are to get this orb so I can find out information that I need. These are my options.
Need is want might be a more accurate word, I think.
Okay, this is the only place that Kai can think of getting information that he
that
this
he
is legit.
wants.
No, that he needs. This is the only place. You don't know.
Yeah, we'll see what happens with the job, and then see what Kai gets out of it. But we are I think we're going to wrap up there though for the day.
Yeah.
So thanks for playing, guys, and thanks for watching, everyone. Hope everyone
Good
enjoyed
session,
it.
Scott.
Yeah, it was fun. And yeah, we'll be back next Wednesday, 5:30. Check out check out the YouTube for the previous episodes if you haven't seen them. Thanks for the follow, Raider.
Yeah.
And
then 3-week break after next week.
yeah, and we're going to be on a bit of a break after next week. But
Yeah, I'm going on a holiday. I'm ditching y'all, bro.
but yeah,
I'm gonna go
good
fucking
stuff.
die of heat.
Isn't it gonna be more the humidity in the heat or both?
It's the combo.
You can just roleplay being in the Chain Coast, can't you? So just go have some fun.
Yes, I'll just roleplay.
Yeah.
I mean, I might melt, so I'll be roleplaying Jade, you know?
God. Right, okie doke. We'll leave it there. But yeah, thanks everyone. See you next week. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.